start recording. There we go. Now I can actually recap everything, and it should be fine.
Yes.
Let me.
And then, are we supposed to be hearing music right now?
No, I haven't even gotten it
Okay.
yet. I'm like trying to do
Okay.
three different things. If somebody else wants to maybe add the Music Man, that would be okay. Okay.
I would, but I don't really know the commands.
Yeah, I was trying to figure it out myself, but it's a little.
Play.
I think it was just this. We'll have to find like a better playlist next time, but for now it's just gonna be the same one.
I did like this playlist. It was pretty good.
Yeah, the Hollow Knight playlist is pretty good.
Yeah.
No, Hollow Knight. Oh my goodness! I thought somebody else joined. I forgot it makes the sound. I was like, we haven't added the new people yet. Who could possibly be joining?
Right?
A ghost.
And it didn't make a sound for me because I'm in streamer mode, but okay. So, a recap for everything. I'm gonna let Soup take my seat while I start speaking so that she can get things set up.
I also just started recording.
Was we are in the Feywild, and we were doing this puzzle room, and once we finally were able to exit the puzzle room, we opened it up into this wide clearing that was, I think it was it covered in darkness? I can't remember if it was like kind of dark. It was just kind of
like the tunnel of rooms, and then there was a like puzzle. And then
yeah. The tunnel of the rooms that we had to go through the doors in a specific order, and then once we got to the bigger clearing, there was a woman made of water, and well, she decided that it was gonna have to be a fight, and so Lysander said, okay, bet, and destroyed water on her, and then proceeded to torture her, while Pendragon proceeded to not like that and try and make her run away.
And then Odin fucking died.
What?
Nearly died.
Yeah. Nearly died. Yeah, they nearly did die. It wasn't too bad. It was just a few death saves. It's fine.
It was like one, and then you were back on your feet. It wasn't a big deal.
Lysander decided to be a fire.
The second one. But the water woman did run away. She did escape. And I think that is kind of where we ended it.
Yes. That is where we ended. Okay. So we had a couple things to get through because you guys wanted to long rest, which is a good idea. And then after we get through the long rest, we're going to do the level up and just like go over that really quickly to make sure that everybody is on the same page. I saw that. What?
I did not level up. I will do it. Don't worry about it. It's
That's
fine.
okay. No. We were gonna do it. No, we were gonna do it like in real time.
Together.
But I see like Dawn already did theirs, but that's fine. But we're just gonna make sure that everybody is still on the same page. Although Soup, I know that you know how to do it, so that's fine.
Probably gonna do it together, so I stopped. I was curious about what spells.
All right, so I know it's so fun. What's your highest level spell right now? Is it 3? As a level 5 cleric. Okay. All right. Long rest. Who is is anybody taking a watch rotation? Or you guys are kind of in like a secluded area, so you would get the feeling that you'd probably be fine if you didn't, but it's up to you as always.
Teeth always starts a watch rotation. It is just something that Teeth does.
That's very smart, probably. Alright, are you taking first watch then?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, Pendragon is sleeping.
Lysander will probably meditate while Teeth is on watch duty, and then when she is going to bed, he will take over the next one.
Okay. Who wants the early morning one?
I'll take third watch.
Okay. Oh, hold on. I have an itch under my headphone. It's so annoying. Okay. As the rest of you fall asleep and Teeth is taking watch, we're actually going to go to Ember this time. Ember, as you fall asleep, you feel like you fall straight into a dream. Now, dreams are kind of weird. They take place, at different times, but this feels like it has encompassed your entire night. Your eyes are closed at first, and around you, you can hear the crackling of fire and the sound of wood crunching and burning as buildings collapse around you. In the distance, you can hear voices of people screaming in fear and crying. You could smell the scent of fire and the sting of the smoke in your nose. You open your eyes, and although you can see, you get the feeling that you are watching through your eyes, but you are not controlling them. You're just sort of watching as your eyes look around without you moving them. And you watch as whatever or whoever is controlling your body raises your hands and looks at them. Fire is streaming from them now, and it's adding to the fire that is burning around you in this little town. You realize, with mounting horror, that you are a prisoner in your own body, and you can't control how far and how much the fire is coming out of you. As the fire pours from your hands, you realize in a panic that it's not stopping. You are burning through all of your magical essence, essentially all your spell slots, just to cast this spell over and over and over. You are laughing, except it's not you. It's not your voice, it's somebody else's. And as the magic drains from you, the edges of your vision go dark, and then you wake up in the morning, alive and well, and in full control of your body. But still, just for a moment, you feel like you can still smell the smoke from your dream. Now, I had to transition to Ember waking up, but somebody else is also having a dream. So Teeth took the first watch, and then Lysander took the second one, but then Lysander goes to sleep, I'm assuming, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, or is it... Well, no, Lysander was meditating. So let's say during your meditation...
Meditates. Lysander doesn't necessarily sleep in the same way.
That's true, because you're a fairy.
Yeah.
Okay. So during your
Go
meditation...
into a deep meditation.
Ember is being just tormented. During your meditation, you two are thrust into... kind of a dream / a vision. It's a little bit more interactive than Ember was. Ember was just watching this unfold. Yours appears to be kind of more of a memory. You're in a kitchen, and you in your body, you're like, not trapped, perched, I can't read, on the countertop, just kind of sitting. There are two people in this room, and the first person you immediately recognize as your god, the Wardeness. And she's kind of, just sitting at this table, talking, laughing, and it's like a much younger version of her. Her hair's kind of shorter. She's not as tall. Across from her is sitting this like young tiefling woman. You've never seen this person before. The Wardeness has never mentioned this person to you before. She's got red skin and black horns and hair, and they're just like laughing and talking like friends. Suddenly,
is very confused.
I lost my... There we go. Okay. Suddenly, like, the door slams open, and you look, and you watch this, like, little tiefling child. She's got, like, pale skin, golden horns. Her hair is split black and white and pulled back into a short braid. And she runs up to your god, the Wardeness, and she scoops up this little kid and kind of sits her on her shoulders and is just kind of chilling. As this happens, the tiefling woman, who watched this child run in, now looks right at you, kind of breaking through the memory to interact with you. And she just smiles at you. Nobody else seems to be able to see you, just her, by the way. You're so really scat purring.
It's right.
Anyways, oh my word, really? I thought it was Jennifer.
No, Jennifer's
Jennifer
asleep.
is asleep.
It's Lysander.
It's a little
Lysander
bit-
makes that noise.
Lysander is purring. Lysander's like, ooh.
That's a random
Attention?
time.
Hello? Yes, that's me. Hi.
Sexy tiefling woman. Purr.
Mm,
No.
The way
maybe,
that
but the
this
wardeness
woman
right
is
there.
the wardeness is not purring. She does not do that. This tiefling woman looks at you, and it's a little unnerving. Like, the smile seems kind of genuine, but it's still creepy. And she... Do you want to say anything to her first? Because she is clearly looking at you like she can see you.
Who are you?
She says, "Who I am is not of any importance, but I know what you are, Butcher."
Oh, so you're one of those. Oh, okay.
Do you say that to her?
Yes.
She's kind of, she kind of laughs. And she's like, "One of what? A god?
Those
seer?
who don't really know me, but say that they do.
Oh, I know
Those, the
you."
violence. Although
Violence-
he doesn't like
Sorry, what did you say?
it. He kind of mumbles to himself. He's like, although there is a lot of it.
That's basically what she's gonna say. The violence is a part of you, and there may be more, but I can see you. You,
Do you like the attention?
that's fair. It's at this point that her form flickers and changes, and now sitting in the chair is Teeth, who you obviously recognize right away because you know and you're familiar with Teeth. And she is still gritting, the same facial expressions and the same voice too, as she says, "I'm watching you, and I have my eye on you.
I can
Just
poke
keep
it out
that in
just as
mind,
you
little
see.
fairy."
Get too close and I'll poke that little eye out, darling.
You can try. And then the vision fades. Now, okay. I'm gonna retract what I said. Ember doesn't wake up in the morning. Ember and Lysander both wake up at the same time. And it's dark out. And Teeth is awake. And Teeth, you have been hearing this music. And at first, it was really, really quiet. And now that both Lysander and Ember are awake, it's kind of getting louder. It's the sound of drums and flutes and violins, and it's very bright and happy. And it's a little haunting. Now, anyone who is not native to the Fey realm, which I did a little... I'm pretty sure that's Odin and Teeth, correct? The rest of you are all Fey, little Fey fucks.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
I love
Okay.
that. Thanks for that.
Only... I love how Fey this group is. It's great.
I'm normally
So,
super
Odin,
gay.
the music
Gonna get
wakes
worse.
you up.
Mm.
What did you say, Pendragon?
I just said, and it's gonna get worse.
It is gonna get worse. I think almost everybody else is gonna be Fey too. So Odin, the music wakes you up, and Teeth, as the music gets louder, both of you feel compelled to get up and dance. And I need you
God.
both to give me charisma saving throws.
Oh
Uh-oh.
god.
Oh.
Oh no.
Plus
Nobody
one in
else is
charisma
affected.
save
I
me.
know, I see it, baby. I see it. She just pointed at her charisma thing on my screen because we have both of ours open, and I'm just like, baby, I see it.
Oh, thank Lord.
Oh, I'm
I have
standing right next to
17.
you. You've got my blessing. Okay.
I also got a 17.
Okay.
With a
You both
-1.
passed the DC. So you feel compelled, and for a second, you guys like kind of stand up, and then you're like, "Wait a minute, what am I doing? I'm supposed to be
Lysander
sleeping."
would like put his hand on her shoulder and kind of
What time is
tighten
it?
for a second and go, "Whatever you do, don't dance." And then he'll let her know.
Wait,
you guys got
like
lucky.
Wait, what
You'd be
time is it? Is it like 5
It's
a.m.
like-
and we both just stood up and started dancing?
Well, you didn't start dancing, but you both woke up and kind of moved like you were going to, and then you came to your senses and you were like, "Wait, what's happening?" And it's like probably like 3 in the morning. Maybe not quite. Maybe like midnight.
Y'all do
I
have
love
clocks,
it,
you know,
magic
that you
hour.
stole from me.
I
You
can't
do.
read a clock. I can't read.
Oh, that's fair. Also, they don't work in the
clock.
Feywild. Yeah, that's fair. And also, the ones you stole don't work in the Feywild, so...
Just to be clear, it's midnight, but we still got our long rest, right?
Yeah,
You
you
got
will still
that?
get your long rest at the end of this. This is just happening during it.
Okay, alright.
I've kind of had to jump around a little bit to make sure that it happens, but
He was broken
yes.
anyway. Don't look
you
at me
still
like
can long
that.
rest your characters.
Don't look at me like
Okay.
that, babe. I just broke a shell in front of her and she like gasped the most gusp I've ever heard.
Mm.
Broke a what?
A shell.
Yeah,
it
it's
was
about
it was
it.
broken in the bottom already, and I'm just like trying to throw away the broken ones, and then I shattered it with my finger because crunchy, and she stared at me like, "What the fuck?"
That's a bad omen. You've doomed us all. How could you, Dawn?
I could doom you.
I'm a little
better.
bit sad that nobody rolled
Okay.
poorly. But that's okay.
We don't dance.
You do not dance, but you can still hear the music, and it's very fun.
I'm just looking at them like these dumb
Teeth.
weirdos.
Lysander
Teeth-
did
what-
kind of miss
Dancing
this
man.
music in his travels to the
Wait,
other world.
is everyone else still asleep? Because it's
Treba
like
and
3 a.m.
Pendragon, Treba and Pendragon are still asleep. Lysander and Ember woke up at the same time from
Oh,
their
okay.
dreams, and Teeth is on watch.
Okay.
Treba and Pendragon
Teeth
seem
on watch, Or is
unaffected.
it Lysander on watch?
It's teeth on watch
Is it still
still.
Teeth on watch? No.
Yeah, 'cause
It was
would
still
be
technically, but now
first
Lysander will be
watch.
on watch.
Okay, now it is
Yeah.
my turn. Yes, got it.
Yes.
Having a fairy guard you in the Feywild is pretty, it works out pretty well. Sometimes.
I don't know if I trust you to protect us.
Well, you're gonna have to. Eventually.
But
Oh.
Ember, you are a little shaken up by your dream. So it might take you a little bit. Okay. So it takes you a little bit to fall back to sleep, but eventually, those who can do. You guys continue on with your watch. Nothing else happens in the night. Pendragon actually sleeps good, which is quite rare. Pendragon usually has dreams from the Whisperer.
Yay!
But this time you're like left alone. Thank goodness. And Trebo is just chilling. For now.
As usual.
Actually,
As
sleep.
usual.
For now.
Trebo's the only untraumatized person.
That's so wrong, I just haven't wrote down all the backstory yet.
Okay. I need the
Pendragon-
backstory, bro.
I know.
Pendragon probably only slept well because they passed out and didn't actually fall asleep.
That's yeah.
Pendragon hit
Alright.
the dirt and did not move.
There are still
It's
4
been a
of them.
stressful time.
They have not stopped. Their spell has not stopped being cast. There are still 4 of them.
All 4 Pendragons. It's like a pile of Pendragons.
No wonder he slept so well. Motherfucker's got a cuddle pile of himself.
I'm right
Okay.
here.
Everyone can now click long rest. And then let's go over your level ups. So, I'll have you guys do that
I think I did
kind of
mine
on
too.
your own, but I will also, or like now, but I'm not gonna do it for you because I want you guys to learn. But you're gonna go up to level 5. Some of you will gain spells. Level 5 isn't usually like a really big level up, unfortunately.
Do
You
my
don't usually
hit
get a
points
lot,
go
but
up? Like, do I have to change that? Because it doesn't change automatically for me.
it doesn't. They should have gone
No.
up. Let me look. Let's see.
I don't.
Excuse me, this
At
is
least
why
if
we
they
do
did,
this.
I don't remember.
Let me.
Mine went up automatically. Maybe go
So-
put your level back down and then put it up.
See,
To level up your
Let's
character,
get
you
up
go
some
to
of
the
my
manage
spells.
button, and then you go down manage character and levels.
Mhm.
And then it'll take you there, and then let me see, where the fuck is your, there it is. It's because we clicked on manual rolling for your hit points. So what you're gonna do is your hit dice is a d8, so you're just gonna roll a d8, and as long as it's not a 1, we're gonna add that to your hit points.
Okay.
This may not be a big level for spellcasting classes, but it's a big level for me, baby. Guess who just
Ooh, what
got
do you
another
get?
attack?
Ooh!
I have 2
about
attacks
time.
and 10. I have 10 feet of increased movement now.
Wow, that's
Okay,
a big
I
level up for
got-
you.
I rolled a 6.
Okay.
Wait, it says
Uh,
5d8.
That's like
That's
total.
How many total? So
Yeah.
1d8
But each
for every
time you level up, you get, yeah.
So you've already done 4, so you just need to do 1 more.
Okay, I see. Okay.
I got
So-
an 8. Let's go.
What am I? Where am I putting it?
I
Let's just
put it
add
in for
to
you.
there.
You're at 34.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
Anybody else need help? I heard somebody talking, but I didn't register who it was. It might have
I
been
was just
Styx.
saying that I got an 8 on the D8 roll.
Okay, let me put that in for you.
No, I already did. It's
Oh, okay,
good.
cool.
I did.
Can you
Cool,
put
cool,
mine?
cool. Sure, what was it?
3.
3? Okay.
No.
You poor bastard. Okay.
We don't have to do anything else, right?
You might have like new spells to select. Maybe not.
I did. I think I did all of that like last night because I knew there was gonna be a lot.
Yeah. Let me look at you, Amber, really fast. This is why we're doing it. Well, we're all here, so I can get everybody done at once. We're supposed to do it at the end of last session, and then I forgot. Okay,
Well,
Ember,
we
you
were
rolled.
also really busy, so.
Yeah. Ember rolled a 3 to add to your HP. That's unfortunate.
I'm fine.
Sometimes you just don't
Definitely
beef up much.
Sometimes you don't.
I think Soup only got
Okay,
3
oh.
or 2. No, yeah, yours updated automatically.
Yeah, it did.
I forgot that was there.
What you gained, Ember, so if you go to manage your character and then you go to where that you can level up your person, if you scroll all the way down, it'll say 5th level and then it says Wild Resurgence. So you it affects your wild shape. You can burn a spell slot to give you back a wild shape action. You haven't really used your wild shape yet, so that's probably why you didn't notice it. In addition, you can burn a wild shape slot to gain back a spell slot, which could be very important. That could be good for you. Let me look at Pendragon.
Before this.
Well, 3 less than whatever you currently have. I think it was 29. Let me look at Pendragon. Okay, the HP. Let me see. Okay, so Pendragon, roll a d8. Are you taking your level in Bard, I'm assuming? So roll, yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay. Roll, it's the same. So roll a d8 and then tell me what you rolled and I'll stick it in there. A 7. Okay. Okay. All right. Anybody else need some help?
I think
Oh,
that's
think
Chibo,
I'm
how
good.
you doing? Okay.
I think I'm good.
All right.
Wait, was it supposed to up these two? No. Okay. I don't
All right,
remember
let
when those
me
get strengthened.
do that. All right. You will all wake up. Level 5 characters, which is awesome. We're cruising right along. Now that morning has arrived, the fog that was surrounding the clearing sort of dissipates in the sun. Almost like it had been keeping you safe throughout the night, except for from the music, because that wouldn't have worked. Almost immediately, you see a woman standing there, like she was waiting for you, and it is the wardeness. Although only Lysander and possibly Teeth can recognize her at first. Just to describe her a little bit, she's extremely tall, although she is slightly shorter here because she kind of has to like fit in through the trees and stuff. But she's like 8 or 9 feet tall. She's covered head to toe in very, very elaborate plate armor. And she has a huge sword on her back, and she also has 2 huge wings, like bat wings. And as you guys are kind of getting up, she's just watching, and then she looks at Lysander, and she smiles, and it's genuine.
Lysander is absolutely grinning, and like his hands are clasped to the side of his face, and he's like giving her these absolute goo-goo eyes.
Teeth looks at Lysander, looks at the wardeness, looks at Lysander, looks at the wardeness, and you can just see the gears start to come together in her head, but not quite enough to form a sentient thought yet.
It's okay. He's gonna put them together for you by going, "Hello, my dear. It's so lovely to see you."
She says, "Hello, Lysander. I am very glad that you finally made it. We've been waiting for you here."
You killed her.
Oh god, not another one.
You killed Lysander. What the fuck?
You said his name, and he kind of just melts.
Wow.
Totally distracted. Cannot comprehend the fact that he's like talking to her again, face to face, instead of like in his visions. He's geeking.
It's probably
Pendragon
been a little while. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Pendragon looks at Lysander and just goes, "At least I'm not the only one."
In this party, you are all simping for your gladly patrons.
But it's just like, fuck, not again. Not another one.
She kind of holds your hand out to you, Lysander, for you to like come and sit, but you can choose to do that or not.
Immediately.
And then she kind of pops you up on her shoulder, which is like the armor is kind of suspiciously shaped to be able to seat somebody there.
It's
Which
almost like
she
this
can't
happens
seat
a
most
lot.
creatures because she's so fucking tall. And as the rest of you are kind of picking up camp, she's just gonna kind of hang out with you. And she starts explaining. She says, if I can find my dialogue, she says, I have been here with the Dryads since they fled to the Wildwood, and I had a suspicion that you guys would be following. So I came to learn and see why the Dryads were fleeing and why you might be following them.
We're following them because
Why are
we
we
need to talk
following
to
them?
them.
I
Ben
can
Dragon
take you to
wants
see them.
ask- Ben Dragon wants
Also-
to ask if
Go ahead.
if the Wardeness has seen the Whisperer.
I knew you were gonna ask that.
The first thing that comes to Ben Dragon's mind.
She looks at you, and she does look like she knows you, at least in name, and she says, I have not seen the Whisperer in some time. And none of us have heard from her, actually, and it's suspicious, and many of us are concerned, but I think there's someone waiting for you at the Dryad Village who might have some information for you.
Ben Dragon looked like they're about to pick up one of their other selves and throw them at a tree.
Don't hurt yourself, oh my goodness. Poor clothes. Wait, no, they would have disappeared by now.
That's the whole point. They're disappearing. They're gonna throw them anyways.
I
Keith
think
is just
that's
gonna kind of
probably
put a
last.
hand on Pendragon's shoulder.
Wait, lady. Is the child still here?
Are you asking the Wardeness or me?
You.
Yeah, you didn't like see him at first, but yeah, he's kind of around, like running through the trees and stuff, chasing a bird around.
I point to him, I'm like, lady, he's real, right? I'm not crazy, right?
She looks at you, and then she looks at the child, and she looks sad. And she says, yes, he is real.
I fucking told all of you.
I never
I
denied.
told you.
I never said that you weren't seeing something. I was just a little worried about what that something may be.
It's a child.
Is it?
Yes.
Child or demon, I'm used to it at this point.
Lysander.
Oh, they're one and the same for you.
grinning at all of this.
What the
He
fuck
has
does that
nothing to
mean?
he has nothing to input into this conversation. He is simply happy where he is set.
If you would like, we can leave now, and I can take you to the village.
That would probably be our
Unless
best
you
course of
have-
action.
Okay. All right. She
What?
takes you. It's kind of a short walk.
As they walk, despite the fact that I'm sure the Wardeness knows much of this, Teeth is going to explain to the Wardeness everything that they found in the Dryad Village, from the footprints to the rummaging to the very little signs of struggle, but knowledge that there definitely was one. Just full out, a scout reporting after going back on a scouting mission.
Has Teeth ever met the Wardeness before, do you think?
No, but I'm sure she's
Probably not.
been described to me several times.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sure this is a conversation that came up often when it was just Teeth and Lysander traveling.
Me staring up at soup with my big old eyes.
Okay, she's definitely, like, taking in the information. Let's see. And kind of as you guys go and are walking, this forest is a little bit more like the forest on the material plane. So it's a little bit more standard in your colors of green and brown. Except for once you get to the Dryad Village. In a similar fashion to the village that you were in that got ransacked, the homes and stairs are carved into the hollow tree trunks. But unlike the other village, this one is just bustling with life. It's a bit unnerving because the dryads literally look like human, like they're tree people, and so they kind of blend in with the trees as they walk around, and they're very well camouflaged into their home. So it looks for a second like the trees are kind of shifting and moving, and then as your eyes adjust, you realize that they're the dryads walking around. They seem to not care that you're here, like they were kind of expecting you. They appear mostly kind of androgynous or neutral. They have bark, skin, leaves, and vines as clothes. Some of them that are older and therefore bigger have kind of animal skulls over their faces as like a mask or kind of a totem of a symbol of like an elder would be. And the Wardeness takes you guys over to this table in the center of the village. It's carved into this huge slab of wood, and carved into it is the map of Realterra, which is the map that I slaved over to make for you guys this last week. Yeah, and the way that it's carved is it's carved thinly into the wood, and then there is like candles underneath the table that light up through the wood so that it's like kind of glowing, like the rivers are glowing and the mountains are glowing. It looks really cool. And I'm probably not doing it justice to the picture that's in my head. Standing behind it and studying it is a figure that some of you who are native to the Feywild probably recognize from folklore. Her name is Aquila, and she is an archfey. So, archfey are kind of rulers of their own little domains in this area. So you probably wouldn't know her personally, but you know of her. She's an owlbear woman, and she chooses to appear with the face of an owl, wings, and then like a bear-like kind of body. And she has a long mantle of feathers instead of hair, and has bear paws at the end of her wings, to kind of like, because she needs to be able to use things. If you would like to know a little bit more, you can make a history check or something similar of your choice to see if you know more about her and
She's not
her role.
She's not the one ruler that I fought, right? No.
Which one were you thinking?
I don't know. Probably the one from the spring.
No, she doesn't rule like a court. She rules a lesser domain.
Right. Gotcha.
I'm gonna roll a history check.
Okay, go ahead.
10.
No, you just recognize her. I will allow one other person to roll to see if they know who she is, if they would like.
I'll try. I have a +7 on history now, so.
Oh,
Yeah, go
wow.
ahead. Your history is better than mine. Considering I've been alive
16.
for 400 years.
16.
Okay, that is good. You know that this is Kila, the Archfey of Wisdom, Insight, and Power. She has a small, like, kind of commune of creatures that flee to her area seeking refuge from any other realm. So the Material Plane, the Shadowfell, the Feywild, anywhere else, they all come here to live with her, and she protects them. And she seems gentle, but she's rumored to have extreme power, and she's very protective. And her area is on the map, I'm pretty sure. I don't know where, though. I think it's in the south. But it is marked on there.
And are we looking at the Feywild side specifically right now? Or the
You are looking at you're looking at the Realterra one.
Okay, that's the
So
one.
it can change, but this one is the Material Plane that you are from, or that you came from.
Just now. Yes, got it.
She looks up at you guys as the Wardeness kind of leads you guys into the area, and she smiles, and she's like very kind of like warm and bubbly. And she says, "Welcome. We're very glad to have you here. I believe that we have some answers for you finally." She says, "I have been watching you a little bit and keeping an eye on your group, and I know that it's been a confusing journey, but I think maybe here you can rest, you can relax, and we can give you some information and next steps." Is there any specific questions that you would like to ask her first? There are kind of some of the dryads like pull up chairs for you guys, by the way. Although I'm assuming Lysander's probably going to stay.
Weren't we going to ask them about the marks on our wrists specifically?
Don't we?
Yes.
We already know what pretty much what's us. But
Well,
what
not
pretty much
really.
was
We don't know like who
Or why, or when,
like
or
why
how.
specifically we're going in this specific direction. You know what I mean?
we know who. It's my patron. We don't know
Right.
how. We don't know
But
why.
she's reached out to us specifically, and we're being led in a specific place. And they, you know, I think maybe they might like to see it and know that it's from her. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, it couldn't hurt.
Also, just throwing this out here, we did in fact get teleported out of our beds into a random clearing and then immediately got cursed. I think maybe that it deserves some, like, a little bit of exploration. Just a little bit.
No, that was just coincidence, totally.
The mark
Oh,
did
yeah,
appear
for
on
sure.
your hands before, like right away, as soon as you got teleported into the clearing, by the way. It
That was
wasn't
when we
like.
touched the book.
Yeah, no.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
after.
yeah, it was when,
Okay.
when
Yeah,
when
it was. You're
Pendragon
right, you're
went,
right.
"Book
You're right.
touch."
Yes. You're correct. You were cursed. I mean, not cursed. You were marked.
So you admit it.
Cursed is a strong word to use for this.
You've already told it's not a curse several
I'm
times.
living
You
with
go
these.
back on
not a
that.
This is a curse.
Okay, well, that's just rude.
There's Amber.
It's
No,
not.
no. Amber's got a point.
Shut up, lunch.
No! Stop fighting!
I can turn you both into
Okay,
lunch if you
trauma
want.
on 2 legs.
Nobody heard me. I'm gonna start turning them into soup.
Dang it.
Hey, yo.
I'm reeling. I don't
I'm
know what
not
that
edible.
means.
Okay. Does one of you show your marks to her? That might be
Yeah,
helpful.
Lysander probably will.
Okay.
Lysander's
Um,
the smallest.
Lysander
Maybe
has
you
the
should-
But he's
smallest
also
the
hand.
smallest
directly
version.
next to the wardeness's head.
Maybe Teeth or Pendragon should probably do it. It's easier to see.
I mean, Teeth is also going to show it off, but like,
Lysander just wants the attention.
let him have this.
That's so real of Lysander. Both the Wardeness and Aquila look at your marks very closely. In fact, Aquila, who seems to lack some personal space knowledge, actually kind of grabs Pendragon's hand and like pulls it closer so that she can see without asking. She just does it.
Because I'm not interested in you.
And it feels a little weird because she has like really big, like bare paw hands, and so the fur is kind of coarse, and then the nails on her hands are really tough. And she's definitely like turning your hand over and looking. And the Wardeness looks like she wants to intervene, but she's just kind of trying to hide a laugh and doesn't say anything.
Lysander is not trying to hide his laugh. He is full on giggling in a fit giggling. Giggle fit.
Pendragon's just muttering under their breath, "My hand is only for her, my hand is only for her."
My word. Okay. She examines the mark and then releases your hand. Although it's not because of what you said, it's more because she was just done looking. And she says, "This is the mark of the Whisperer," although I think you guys knew that already. I don't know why she placed this symbol onto you, but I do know that it has put a target on your backs.
Oh, I already had
in the
Fucking
way,
We know Lysander.
in the way that the dryads were being hunted, I have seen that you are also being hunted. And you are safe here in these wild woods, for the time being, but unfortunately you cannot stay forever.
Well,
Fucking
that
knew
means
it.
no difference to me. I was already a warlock.
Any possible
We are
way
not
could go to the
quite
spring
sure what is hunting you, but we know that it is old and ancient and powerful. And it's possible that the Whisper gave you this mark to warn you, to get ahead of it, to spur you into action, but it is also possible that she has marked you all to die, and we aren't sure which is the correct answer.
Pendragon
It's
just looks and
probably the
goes,
second. Why would some random ancient being be hunting all of us for no reason?
Pendragon just looks and goes, she wouldn't mark us to die.
She would, and you know it.
It seems rather improbable that she would summon several seemingly random but all fairly powerful people to a place to get them marked and not have a plan. I'm not saying that
One
plan
second,
isn't
chat.
to die.
My sister wants to say hi.
Hello!
Hello?
Say hi.
Hello.
Hi
Hello,
guys.
small child.
Hello!
Small
Hello,
child.
person who's somehow the same age
I
as
don't
me.
remember.
You guys are nerds. Strange.
We're
Yep,
nerds, is
that's
that
us.
what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, guilty.
Yeah.
I mean, we are nuts.
Do you guys
Not
get
wrong.
fulfillment?
What?
No, never.
Do you guys
No.
get fulfillment?
No.
From
not
being
usually.
nerds.
I just
They said no.
exist.
Okay. Tell them to stop having depression because I don't like
Oh.
She says stop having depression. She doesn't like it.
Oh man,
Your
you know
sister's
what?
kind
I'll
of
tell
the
my
diva.
brain that. I'll tell
I
my
know.
brain that.
They said you're a diva.
Give them some dick.
She says suck her dick.
Well, that's not.
She's my
I
age,
have a
that's
cat
weird.
cam, yeah.
We were doing so
Alright.
well.
And take the cash prize and give it all to me.
I don't think there is a cash prize. Wraith, is there a cash prize?
For what? D&D?
D&D. Yeah.
No.
No.
There's no cash prize.
In fact,
You're
She
looking
says
me
she's
in the
the
eyes
best.
and telling me Wraith has cash?
I...
no, I've spent it all in my silly little games. Haven't you heard? There's no cash. Actually, I do have some cash, but it's for the Renaissance Festival, not for you.
More nerdy
so
stuff.
mean. She's
More
left
nerdy
now.
stuff. More nerdy stuff. Yeah, Luke's
Sorry,
correct.
back to campaign.
Okay,
Sorry.
where were we? The marks.
Soup was talking, I think.
Soup was talking. Soup, what did you? Do you remember?
I just find it improbable that the Wardeness would summon several people of varying skills, but all fairly powerful, to a place, immediately mark them, and then not have a plan. It's not like we were a party before this.
Yeah, that's the point. She brought a bunch of very powerful people together for sacrifices. And we're not a party, so we can't defeat this thing on our own. But she's locked us
Lysander?
together. We're sacrifices. She's sacrificing us.
While Odin is talking, Lysander will look up at the Wardeness with big old pink eyes and go, "You wouldn't let me be a sacrifice, would you, darling?"
No, you're not a sacrifice, or I wouldn't let her do that to you. I don't think, personally, that you're a sacrifice. I think that she had a plan and has been
Doesn't
interrupt-
have one anymore?
Add past tense.
No,
we're
no. Do not speak ill of my fellow archfey. She kind of scolds you. I
Ignore her,
believe-
they get sick of things.
I believe that the Whisperer had a plan in bringing you together, but I believe that she has encountered problems of her own. And she looks to you, Pendragon, and she says, "Have you been able to contact your patron?"
Nope.
No, I didn't think so.
There is one vision though that happened,
Oh?
which was a weird one, relating to Teeth over there.
I just still don't understand. I don't know that woman.
I don't understand. You were in the vision, and it was shown past her past life. That's all I know. It was the same of your species. I have no clue.
I saw Teeth in a vision too last night.
You're kidding me.
So Teeth's
No.
a sacrifice.
And you didn't think to mention this.
I'm thinking of it now.
Teeth looks so tired. For
All the long
context,
rest in the world.
for
Couldn't cure Teeth.
context, as far as Teeth is aware, Teeth has never done magic in her life. She does not understand magic at all. And now she's in this magic bullshit, and there's several people having visions of her in their dreams, and she doesn't know what that means.
Lysander, could you explain your dream? Your
Sure.
vision?
Well, the Wardeness was also in it, and she was like a younger version of herself, much less tall than she is
So-
now. There was a little, like, tiefling child with the woman was tiefling, at least. The woman sitting next to her, she was the woman who turned into Teeth. She was grinning at me the whole time. It was kind of creepy, but kind of hot at the same time. But then a
Pendragon just
child
giggles a
ran
little.
in, and and then the woman looked at me as she was a tiefling, and then she talked to me, and then she turned into you. And she didn't say much as you, she just kind of grinned at me. If you ever grin at me like that, by the way, I will punch you.
Pendragon
He
listening
starts
just went,
grinning.
"That sounds too similar."
Anyway, that's about it.
That sounds way too
She
similar
said she
to
was
my
gonna
own
keep-
vision.
She said she was going to keep an eye on me, and I said if she did that, I would poke it out.
She told me she was protecting me in some sort of way.
Teeth kind of folds her arms and just goes, I don't believe in coincidences.
Okay, so we're sacrifices, and Teeth's a creepy noodle.
It is a coincidence.
Odin,
No.
shut up.
It's when two things happen
So
at the
this
same
Don't
time
tell
and
me
they
to
don't have
shut
any
up.
connection.
Oh, these definitely have connection.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
Two gods in their younger forms, two people turning into teeth, both oddly menacing. That's all we have.
Didn't you say that in your vision, Pendragon, that the person also turned into Zircon from the bar?
Yes,
Who is another Earth Genasi.
they were completely Earth Genasi the whole time. For me. Which is... If we have to
A
hunt a
better
species
song.
to the brink of extinction, I will.
What?
I'm standing right here.
This is not.
I am literally standing right here. And if you
Teeth
think
could
you
mop the
could
floor
best
with
me in
Pendragon.
combat, you'd be wrong.
Wisdom saving throw. That's all I need to say.
I'm gonna cry.
You
if I
know
hear
what
this
those
anymore,
words
Joe.
mean in
you
character?
know what that means canonically?
That's crazy
Yes.
that you know what that means canonically. Damn.
That dragon
Fourth
just broke the
wall
fourth
breaking
wall.
Deadpool looking ass
And,
over here.
okay, the thing about my warlocks, they always break the fourth wall.
What are your thoughts on this, my love?
Are you asking this to the Wardeness, I'm assuming?
Of course, yes.
She kind of, as you had gone over your dream / vision, she started to kind of get like a little bit pale, and a little bit alarmed.
Ooh, okay.
I'll be fine.
Will we be fine, though?
I think
I mean, in this moment, probably yes, but in general, probably no.
in this
Everything
moment,
needs its
yes.
end eventually.
In this moment, yes. Roll initiative.
You're not fighting a fucking god.
Not today.
No.
Not
We're just
Not
tuned back into that.
yet.
Wait a minute, what? I can't guarantee your safety, obviously, but I don't think you're in immediate danger. I do think I know what might be happening. And then she kind of picks up, she looks like really distracted all of a sudden, and she kind of picks up Lysander and sets him on the table and then walks away. And like kind of disappears into the trees to go do something. So now it's just Aquila. Who is still kind of smiling. Like, this doesn't seem to really affect her. She doesn't seem too concerned. And she's kind of like, if you guys are scared, you could always come live in my commune. It would be safe. I would protect you. I can't get rid of the
Oh.
mark.
My love, the last time I stayed in a commune, we know what happened.
It wouldn't
She
be
kind
safe
of
in your
patronize the
commune.
goddess Lysander.
Didn't she just say we can't stay here?
Yeah.
You can't stay with the Dryads, but Aquila is offering you a place in her little refuge.
Pendragon
You could
sighs
stay
and
there.
just goes, that wouldn't be the best idea. It seems like they're going after gods.
It does seem like that, doesn't it? You have a point.
Besides, I've never been one to live safely.
That's very fair. I can offer you some locations of relics that might help protect you. And along the way, perhaps you might get more answers. The Wardeness and I, we work both in the Feywild and on the material plane, obviously. And we sometimes hear whispers of this unrest between the gods. And I think, the Wardeness does not share my opinion, but I think that you have been marked because the Whisperer, Zarya, knew something, and she was trying to get ahead of the game. Now, you might die. That could be the role that she has assigned you to play. Or she is going to make you into heroes. Now, she's not here to tell us this, because she is gone missing in action. Nobody knows where she is.
Died.
If
I
she's
don't believe
dead,
she's
I'm
dead.
killing you.
I don't believe that she is dead, but I do believe that something is wrong, and I think that on your adventures, that you should try to find out where she is, because I think that that's going to be important. And only she
Gonna
can
be.
give you the real answers. But there is a war coming, and you are targets, because I think that both sides possibly know that you're quite powerful and have a lot of potential. I don't know why, and neither does the Wardeness. For all we know, other than her relationship with Lysander, for all we know, you guys are really random people. And I'm surprised that the Whisperer even picked Lysander, because Lysander is a cleric of the Wardeness. And usually they stay away from fucking around with each other's little
I was
patron
also
guys.
confused when introduced to a new deity. Very strange to me.
My deity is just a stranger to us.
but I have
If
only
you
had
came
that
to my
many.
commune, you might not fulfill that destiny, but you would be safe, and you wouldn't have to worry about hunger or sickness or violence ever again. But it has to be your choice to come and be safe or to go and find out why. And you wouldn't be able to leave once you arrive.
Teeth and Lysander kind of quietly share a look, and the look just simply reads to the both of them, but I kind of like the violence.
Yeah.
Pendragon pulls out a weapon, feeling like this is a bit of a threat.
Pendragon,
It's not a threat.
please
it's
don't
just-
antagonize
don't-
the goddess.
She laughs. She just laughs. She's like, "Oh, you could try. It wouldn't work. I'm kind of known for my ability to handle myself, sweetheart." And
So a part of this curse is that we can't like leave each other. So if one of us hypothetically wants to stay, would you be able to fix that?
yes, I couldn't, but the Wardeness does have magic that would allow you to be able to stay.
Hmm.
Sorry.
That made this decision a lot more difficult.
I choose to continue with the adventure either way.
Odin, you could choose to abandon your
Fine.
calling card that could make you a hero, or you could go be a pussy. Your choice.
I don't want to be a hero. I want to live to 25. So
Oh well.
Odin,
I don't
you're not
mind
making
dying
it
and
to it,
returning,
right?
returning back to the earth. That's something me and the Wardeness have already discussed.
what'd you say? Is there?
You aren't making it to 2 at this rate.
What is Odin 1?
I
Wait,
I
what
couldn't.
role is
I
Otis?
can't hear you.
I said you aren't making it to 2 at this rate.
Are you
So
1 year
two?
old, Odin? I didn't even know
I'm
this. Okay.
I'm like 20. What?
Okay,
I
that's
don't
That's the whole
okay.
point.
I don't
Pendragon's just
understand.
insulting
You're
Odin.
old.
I'm confused.
I think we
Pendragon's
all
pretty
are.
much
Let's
just
move
gone.
on.
You're gonna die at some point, just because you're cannon fodder, pretty much.
Wow. All right, Tribo has a little speech to give, I think.
Okay.
So let me get this straight. We've all been gathered unconsensually by some super powerful being who sees some potential in us, right? And we have to either choose a fate not determined by us, or to be under the protection of another being, but still be pretty much controlled by, well, you. Yeah, that just seems like classic God to me, and I ain't for that. I don't know what to do, but it certainly ain't staying with you just to be controlled and have my fate just determined by you. Gods talk a big talk, but really, they ain't nothing.
That's something I can
Atheist.
You're literally.
do. Did I stutter?
That was sweet, little rabbit.
It was
I
not
think-
meant to be.
Oh, I know it wasn't meant to be, but it was anyways.
Gods have done nothing for
You
me.
are a bunny rabbit. Everything you do is sweet.
You're
The rabbit's an
Shut up,
atheist.
chicken legs.
How? Tribo woke up on the wrong side of the grass this morning.
Tribo's not had a good time with
hasn't
gods
had
before.
his morning carrots yet.
No, Tribo hates gods and them trying to control people. And just the fact that they talk a big game but can't do nothing about little problems that they claim to protect from. Like, oh wait, okay. Let's just say something else to wait. What's this person's name again? I forgot.
This is Aquila.
Aquila. And how can we even trust your protection, Aquila? How do we know that you have enough power to protect us? You claim you do, but really, I haven't seen much from any god that can really protect people and come to their aid when they need. In my experience, all these powerful beings are nothing but disappointments when it comes down to it.
In my
Felix?
experience, the best way to protect against a threat you don't know about is to have a lot of very good friends. A community.
Easy for you to say.
That's been my
Maybe you-
experience too, though it hasn't always ended well.
She is just, like, mildly amused. She doesn't take offense to this, even though most people probably would have. She's just like, if that's your choice, then go forth with blessing. Because I think that that is the right choice. And that you should try to rebel against this forced destiny. But you should still be careful. Because we don't know what forces are at play or why. And I'm going to give you these. And she gives you a map of Real Terra, which is like a paper map, but it's the same version as what's on the table there. And kind of glowing in like a little magic, there are 3 little glowing dots on the map. And after this session, I'm going to give you like the actual map with those additions. They're kind of scattered all over the continent, these 3. There's one in each realm, I'm pretty sure. Oh, no, there's one down south, there's one up north, and then one of them is in the ocean.
Oh.
Which is going to be great. And then she also gives to somebody who is taking these, by the way, who would like
I will.
to.
I want to take the map.
Oh,
at
yeah,
least.
she's gonna give it. She's gonna give
Yeah.
it straight to you because she does not care that you just tried to insult her. She also gives you 3 glass orbs, and inside the orb is this glowing light, and it moves around based on the direction you're facing. So it's kind of like a magic compass, and they're different colors as well. One is green, one is dark blue, and one is red, the color of blood. And she explains that these are like compasses, and they're gonna lead you along a path to find 3 of these relics. The other ones are at their map location. These ones are gonna be a little bit harder to find, and that's why they have a special compass.
So we have 6 items to get.
6, yes. After this, the Wardeness comes back, and she seems fine. She doesn't look alarmed, she doesn't look pale, and she kind of claps her hands together and she says, she doesn't acknowledge the question that Lysander had asked her. She doesn't acknowledge the visions that had been brought up. It's like she's completely just walked up. She doesn't seem to recall that or that was asked, and she kind of claps her hands together and she says, Lysander, I want to show you something. Come here.
Okay.
And she's gonna take you into like this other, to the kind of like a side clearing. Everyone else is just gonna, you guys can, everybody else was offered to stay in the Dryad Village. They're gonna kind of throw you like a party and dinner and then invite you to stay overnight
Don't eat.
before you leave.
Soup? Teeth? No, you can't eat here. I hate to break it to you, but you can't do it.
Well, they have special food for you.
They have special food?
It's
Okay.
not malicious. It's not malicious.
making
It's very
sure.
genuine. They seem
Well-
excited to have visitors.
Okay, good. Your turn.
Were you
Um,
warning Teeth but not Odin?
Well, that's not my job.
Odin is
Teeth
on
and-
their own.
Teeth and
It's
Lysander, they
Pendragon's
look
job to
out for
worry.
each other. They're homies.
Mm-hmm.
So as the Wardeness takes Lysander away, that's what the Dryads are communicating to the rest of the party, that they're gonna set up rooms for you, they're gonna set up dinner, a party, what have you. But for the moment, we're gonna kind of focus on Lysander.
Blink, blink.
She leads you off to this little secluded clearing. And she says, I have something new to teach you.
Oh.
And
I love these
Lysander,
things.
hold on. Give me 1 second.
I'm holding on. Oh, I'm holding
You
on.
hold on. You hold on. Okay. Hopefully these saved. She goes, I want you to attack me, Lysander. And we're not going to roll initiative because it's just the two of us, and it's just going to go every other. But, yeah, go ahead. Anything you want, she says.
Okay. Let me think about this. Let me look back.
And I'm not going to pull up a map either because it's just the two of us. It's not going to be crazy.
I'm gonna like summon my spiritual weapon for her, and it's like a big goop man that's as big as her, and I'm just gonna have it try and like let me see if I can describe this correctly. Its hands are gonna like melt together and goop into like a drill, and it's gonna try and drill at her into like a piercing stab.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack.
Oh god, let me see. Oh, I need to stand up. Oh, fucking. Put my shit up here. I'm gonna ignore that.
I'm going to choose to not think about that.
This one. With the heart purple. Okay, well, that's a 7.
Yeah, that does not hit. As you try to drill question mark to her, she kind of sidesteps and she chuckles and she says, oh, come on now, don't pull your punches.
No.
And then she is going to I've never played as a paladin before, but that's what I designed her to be, so give me 1 second. We're just gonna go super duper basic. She's gonna unsheath her sword. Now, you're quite familiar with her, and you know that she would never, like, kill you, but this is the way that she kind of trains you, is you kind of go at it. So you're not totally thrown to the loop, you know?
Yeah.
This isn't uncommon. And she has attacked you before. Okay. Okay. That one does unfortunately hit quite well. So she steps away from you and she swings her sword. It's not the sword that hits you though. I did roll really freaking well.
I fucking
a 25.
Damn.
But again, she is a god, so that kind of tracks. And as she swings the sword at you, it's not the sword that hits you because she's not trying to cleave you in half. It's this little energy blast from the sword that hits you, and you're gonna take, as soon as I can find my dice, please hold. There we go. Oh, I rolled really shitty on that. 6 points of radiant damage. Because I rolled really badly.
I mean, that makes
lot.
sense for what she was, like, doing.
Yeah, she's not really trying to, like, hurt you, but she's... And as this magic hits you, it does do the damage, but you also have absorbed this energy. And she looks at you and she says, do you have a weapon, by the way? Just,
Yeah,
that's not what she says, but, like, do you?
Yes, I think so. I think he's got his little fucking staff. He's got a mace, and then he's got his staff, but he uses his staff more. His mace is, like, tucked up, like, on his back. It's more like a, for a pixie, like, mace, you know what I mean? It's, for her size, it would look like a little lollipop.
Yeah, it's like literally like a toothpick or something. But she says after you kind of absorb the energy, it's kind of humming on your skin and it needs somewhere to go. So she looks at you, she says, pull out your weapon.
He does
And
so.
let me find. Okay, and let me just really quickly find what I'm trying to find. I should have pulled it up and I forgot. Oh, it would have been under E. Because alphabetical. There it is. Okay. And she says, cast the magic that you have saved onto your weapon.
He like kind of looks at his hand and like his chest to like where he feels the magic sitting, and he just puts his hand onto the base of like where the staff head meets the stick and tries to charge it that way.
Okay. As you do that, the magic leaves your body and kind of wraps around the weapon. It's like green. It was purple, like a bright purple when it left her. And now that it's yours, it's more of like a green, but also purple, but like your deeper purple that is more characteristic to you.
Mm-hmm.
And it wraps around the staff and kind of tightens around it. And she says, attack me with that.
Okay, I am going to do that.
So roll to hit with your staff.
And all of my fucking pearls, because maybe that was the problem last time. Me and my fucking magic. Bullshit. That's a lot better. That's a lot better. It's a 15. Fucking landed weird, but it's fine.
What were you attacking with?
My staff. It's just this 15 plus. Do I add anything to it, or like my? It's not a spell cast. It's just a. Is it a spell cast? Because I'm hitting her with the the energy from it.
No, because this one works a little bit differently. It's just like you're attacking with your thing, but it should have a bonus to attack.
Well, the staff in the notes here, it's just a
Nope, wrong thing.
it's a
Arcane focus.
it's an arcane focus, so it doesn't have any attack damage.
Okay, so it probably just is.
Should I do that on the
additional
mace
to-
instead?
I would say probably at some point we look up quarterstaff.
Yeah, we could just add a quarterstaff
Attack?
to your inventory.
Replace it with that one, because that's probably what I meant, and just put the wrong thing.
I think so, yeah. I mean, your quarterstaff can also be your arcane focus. You're a tiny little fairy. It's not gonna make much of a difference, you know. It's so small, anyways.
Toothpick.
Toothpick.
I'm gonna go back, and I'm gonna get rid of this. Like that. Okay. Like this?
Yeah.
Okay. I've got the quarterstaff one up. And it says it's a 1d6, but then it has like parentheses and it says 1d8. So I don't know what it really wants.
Oh. That's interesting. Let me look.
Which one do I actually use?
For attack or
For damage.
For damage, it's a.
See? Why does it have 2?
Let me look. Oh, versatile.
Is that like
That's
for
weird.
if I
I don't
use
know.
a different type of damage than melee?
I think versatile has its own set of rules, but I think you have to be proficient in versatile to have it do the damage. So just do the 1d6.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I will look up the rules for that and figure them out later when we're not in a session.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I've never seen that before, so I don't know what that is. Okay. All right, so you rolled a 15, so you can add the +3 of the quarterstaff. You don't have to roll again. And that actually does hit her. And she looks, you kind of swing it at her, and she looks a little caught off guard by the fact that you actually hit her. But as you do that, she would normally roll a Constitution saving throw. Let me just see that, but she can also choose to fail. Oh, yeah, she's gonna have to choose to fail that in order to get this effect. You get to roll the 1d6 of the damage from the quarterstaff, and you also get to roll 3d6 additional poison damage from your weapon.
Ooh.
That you just smacked her with.
Bonk.
Bonk. And she's like, she was gonna let you hit her anyway just because she's trying to teach you the spell, but she actually looks a little bit shocked that you managed to hit her anyways.
He didn't mean to miss her the first time. He just he just woke up, you know what I mean? It's been a long few minutes. Oh god. Sorry, my computer decided it was gonna go black.
Oh,
Passed out.
So I'm doing the 1d6.
1d6 plus 3d6 additional poison damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna add this to your sheet once you finish.
Have some d6.
The first one is 4, but I also have this one. So we have, the first one was 4. I'm just gonna add all of this together in my calculator. Okay. 4 plus 5 plus 5 plus 4.
A lot of addition.
18.
Okay. That's pretty good. Alright.
Hell yeah.
She's like, ow, that kind of stung. And you now learn the spell Envenomed Weapon, which should now be able to, you should be able to see it in your known spells. You might have just, it'll be under 3rd levels. So you can prepare it.
Okay, let me.
There it is, Envenomed Weapon. It's under Dispel Magic. But we're not done. She is going to cast. I am not super familiar with these spells because I have never done paladin stuff before. Okay. Oh shit. Maybe not that version. That one might take you all the way out. Let's do a lower level because you're just a little baby right now. Okay. Cast that.
You wouldn't hit a little guy. It's my birthday. You wouldn't hit a little guy on my birthday, right?
Okay. She reaches out her hand to you. And this beam of light from the heavens comes down, and it's kind of silvery and pale. And it's like really high, but it definitely gets you because it's 5 foot wide in radius, and you're just a little thing. Itty bitty. And you need to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. Oh god, that's just the regular dice. Just looking at my Constitution. Okay, 14, 15. Okay, so 14 plus 1 is 15.
Okay. I fear that might. Oh, that just barely does not save.
Damn.
That's okay.
His best.
Okay. Yes. You're gonna take. Okay, 1 second. Give me my my little dice. Come here. There we go. Once again, I rolled absolutely horribly. It's only 6 damage. Of
6 and 6.
again radiant damage, I think. Yeah. And again, you absorb the damage, but you still have that magical energy still. And now she says, cast this on the ground at my feet. And let me pull the fucking thing.
Lysander kind of like takes a step back and he shakes off like the pain, because that's what he does. He doesn't like sit there and like feel it. He'll shake it off and then he'll get back into it. And then he just kind of, more like the way he would summon his spiritual weapon, he uses that same energy to like aim at the ground.
Okay. As you cast at the ground, at her feet, up from the ground, in a very sort of slushy kind of, not slushy, but like slimy sound, up pops this sludge. And I think you asked for it to be purple, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, flavored the
and
same
it-
way as like the rest of my magic.
It's 6 inches thick, or high, and it's a huge radius. It's a 60-foot cube. So it's a good thing you're flying, otherwise you might get yourself caught in it too, and that's something that I would be aware of personally when you plan on
That's-
using this spell in actual combat.
See, but I fly, so I don't have to worry about it.
Right, but your allies don't. So
You think
just
he
be
cares
careful
about that.
That's okay, that's fair.
Don't look at me like that, Soup. If you're up close and personal,
was
you're
funny.
just gonna be able to punch her anyway, right? That's the way she just like, well, you're right.
Okay. So as that kind of emerges from the ground, I lost my d20. There it is. Okay, I need to make a Constitution saving throw. Yes. Oh, that's not good. What's her Constitution?
When you buff the fairy and then you go, oh shit, fuck, I buffed the fairy.
I buffed the fairy. She
damn it.
rolled a 14. Is that?
Let me
I don't think that succeeds you.
No,
Oh.
my spell DC is, no, definitely not. You just barely.
All right. So roll for me. 2d10 poison damage.
Where are my 10? This 10? Or is this the 100?
No,
the
it's
10.
the same. It's that one. You can use that one as a 10. Just take the first number, not the second number.
Not the 0, yeah.
Got it. Yes. Understood.
The 10 is the same shape. It's just got
Yeah, I see it.
the single numbers on it.
I see what's going on. I'll grab this one and this one. Use the actual correct things. You said it was 2 of them, right?
Yes. At higher levels, this one will increase. The other one won't. But this one will increase at higher levels. I just forgot to
Okay.
write it in. I'll have to do that.
So I got an 8 and a 5.
Amazing. That's 13.
Oh my
I
god,
think.
my lucky number! Should I have that be Lysander's lucky number too for the bit?
Maybe now it is.
Maybe now it is, yeah.
All right. You now have also learned the spell polluting sludge, which I wish had a better name, but it is that now.
No,
which
it's
should
perfect.
also it's perfect.
It's perfect.
It should be also a 3rd level spell that you can prep. Yeah, it's right towards the bottom. Because it's alphabetical. Polluting sludge. Okay, perfect. It works. I was a
Now
little
have
scared that it wasn't
figure
gonna
out
work.
Something that I can take off of it. Take off so I can replace it.
Yeah.
And this is the hard part.
You're gonna kind of have to, but you could prepare spells every morning, so you don't have to like
Mhm.
sacrifice them all. Yeah, maybe we can get rid of that create or destroy water. No, I'm just kidding.
No, see, that's the one that I want to keep, though.
Of course you had that prepped on the day that I gave you a water person to fight. She was a water genasi, by the way. Anyways, that was a little...
Not that Teeth would have known that.
Yeah, nobody knew, but that's okay. Genasi are quite rare.
Hold on, I don't see it.
You don't see it?
Stupid. Oh, no, there it is.
Okay. So back to the scene. She, like, looks a little bit sickly. She's not super injured. But now she's like, okay, Lysander, you can remove the spell now.
He just giggles and he's like, oh, okay, I see how it is. And he like pulls all of the sludge with, like, in a magic sense, it like just floats back and it goes into his little pouch thing that sits on his hip.
And then on yourself and herself, she's gonna cast Cure Wounds, and that's gonna heal you because she cast it at such a high level and not even gonna roll. It's just gonna heal you all the way back up to full, and herself as well. And she says, I hope that you enjoy your new spells. I thought that might be interesting to teach you.
Already. I so appreciate it, my dear. Thank you.
You're
he kind of like
welcome.
spins around because he's like fluttering in the air. He like spins around and he gives her a little bow.
Aw, that's cute.
Soup just watched me do it, so I had to like describe what I did.
Are you not sitting in a chair? You just like dancing around?
Soup's got the chair. I've got a step stool, but like I've been sitting all morning, so I'm good.
Okay.
I'm method acting.
Hey, whatever helps you get in character, right?
He's literally in my head. No.
That's true. I forgot about that. Okay. She brings you back to the party now. She kind of pops you back on her shoulder if you let her do that.
Oh yeah. Always.
And the rest of the party has been kind of chilling. The Dryads have laid out this like huge table in the clearing. It's kind of now like, I would say like early afternoon probably, when all is said and done and everybody's talked to you guys and you've talked to everybody. I lost my spot. Okay. There's all kinds of food, and mostly it's kind of these weird, like, vegetables and other, like, plants that the Dryads are eating because they don't eat meat. But they have, at the end of the table that the party is sitting on, they have included food that is familiar to you. So, like, some meat, some vegetables that you recognize that's not from the Fey realm. And also some Fey food because most of you are Fey. But they are cautious, because they know that people...
Lysander is also helping Teeth,
non-Fey.
like, make sure she knows what she can eat and what she can't. But, like, when he first saw, while he's, like, sitting on the Wardeness's shoulder and they're coming out, and he sees all this food, he's like, oh, snackies! And he, like, flutters over really fast, leaving, like, a little trail of sparkles behind him.
What kind of meats are on the table?
Bird.
That's actually what I was gonna say. Some of it is, like chicken. But some of it is also... At one point, they were gonna bring out rabbit, and then they like looked at you, and they were like, "Actually, never mind." And some of them like shoved it back into somebody's house so that you didn't see it.
Okay, so they're serving They're not serving rabbit because Treebo, but they're serving bird.
Well, see, but Odin is the type of bird who is able and can eat other types of bird. Like, nothing is stopping you from doing that.
Don't get me wrong, I'm gonna eat the bird, but I would have rather eaten rabbit.
But I would not
I would-
like to eat rabbit.
I would like
rather
to take
have
this
no
opportunity
eat
to
rabbit.
remind the table that chickens will commit cannibalism given the opportunity.
Oh no,
yes, they will.
I've
We've
seen it. I know.
We've seen it.
We've seen it too. We have chickens.
I am fully aware that birds eat other birds all the time. I just would have rather eaten rabbit.
They figured that the rabbit might be crossing the line
Healthy
about the
rabbit
offensive.
right there. Why don't you just eat that one?
I'm not
Oh
a
yeah,
rabbit.
you're so right.
You
Unless
are.
I'm a Harengon. There is a distinct difference of brain.
No, I don't
I
see any difference.
I see ears and a little puffy tail, and I see food. So,
My tail is hidden under my clothes. Hello.
right, sure. Get in my mouth.
Nuh-uh. Don't try me. I'm in a mood.
Lysander
Okay, I
is
guess Odin will just
like,
load up on
finding
chicken.
a big old plate that can satiate everything that he wants to eat. And this guy is itty bitty, but he can eat like a big old massive hog. Which is
It's like
definitely not
hugely
scary at all.
proportionate. The
Yeah.
plate is food.
It's massive. It's like it looks like the wardeness would probably want to eat that.
She has a plate that's almost exactly the same, yes.
Yeah, they get like the same proportions, and he's like, yes.
The other thing that's kind of at this table, and there's a lot of it, is fairy wine. You all have cups,
Oh, we're getting drunk tonight.
and when you pour from the bottle, it just fills back up with wine. It doesn't
God, I love fairy wine.
Oh, we are
it does
getting
not
drunk tonight.
does not dissipate. And it doesn't seem, it's not like a taboo thing. Like the dryads of all ages are drinking, and as they continue to drink, the music that is playing just gets louder, and people, over the course of like the party, people will get up and dance and have fun, and it's just very like this is their kind of party.
Wraith, may I request
Yes.
that Lysander requests to dance with the wardeness?
Sure.
Yes.
She, at some point, like after you've eaten a little bit, yeah, she, you ask for a dance, and she is like, she kind of giggles because she's like, this is gonna look a little silly because you're so small, but sure, I'll humor you.
Yes, he
And,
does not care.
and she's like holding your hands, between two of her fingers.
Yeah.
Because you're so small and she's really big. If it was like a normal size human, maybe they could hold your hand, but she's like extra not
the best part about it is
human-sized.
that I imagine he's gonna try and lead her.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. She lets him.
Yeah.
He dips her.
Yeah. Well, you know, he has a bit of sludge for help. Oh my gosh. Teeth is just like one
And
thing.
Akila and the wardeness are kind of hanging out more with you guys than the dryads. The dryads are very friendly to you all, but they do. Do you all speak Sylvan? I think you might all speak Sylvan.
Teeth
I don't.
Most of
Oh.
us do.
Teeth definitely
I do.
doesn't.
I looked at
Teeth
everyone
doesn't.
speaking Sylvan. I was like, this is a lot of Sylvan. We need some variety, and picked Elvish.
Well, great. Now I have to include some elves.
Nah, I'd never do it. Out of spite.
Six, did you change your profile picture back? I'm just noticing that now.
I think it happened out automatically at some point. I noticed
Oh.
that earlier.
That's so sad. Anyways, as you're dancing with the wardeness, I need the party members who are drinking to make me some Constitution saving throws. So I'm pretty sure that Odin was.
For some
And-
reason, the bard isn't.
For some reason, Pendragon is not.
Before
that's okay.
Before I go drinking, is there anyone who has noticeable pockets for picking?
God
Oh, you don't
damn
do
it,
this after you're
Odin.
drunk?
I want to do it before I drink. Odin's a smart thief.
Lysander just giggles and he says, if I see you reach towards me and my pockets, your hands, your little wings there, I will use them. I will use them on the wall. I will nail you to the wall.
I don't have any reason to steal from you. We're on the same side. These fuckers,
Same.
however.
Just saying.
These fuckers are still technically on our side, Odin.
Are they, though?
Yes.
Ooh. Okay. Besides your party members who you've already pickpocketed to high
I
heaven,
haven't successfully put a D.
Can I steal a clock? Can I steal a clock?
No. You
Sleight
do
of
not-
hand. I steal a clock.
All
I
right.
really need to make like zippable pockets that.
you need to make a clock that
26.
shocks people when they touch it.
Good idea.
Okay, I'm not going to have you roll against that, Trivo, because I would have definitely could steal your clock.
19 plus 7.
That's
Okay, now I'll
outrageous.
drink.
I was gonna have someone catch you, but nobody's catching a 26. Okay,
No.
that was really subtle.
I
Other than
also
your party
was-
members. Oh,
I was drinking and I got a 7, so that makes sense. Honestly, Trubo's a little out of it. He's had a week.
so has
We've
everybody.
all had a week.
Is Ember drinking?
Probably not. He's
Oh.
more responsible than his creator.
Then his player? This is so sad.
Now I'll
Aw,
drink.
man. You're not gonna pickpocket nobody else?
Is there anyone else I can pickpocket?
Well, you have
Everybody
the
has
Warden
gold.
and Aquila right there, and they both have like equipment bags and stuff.
I'm not pickpocketing a god. I may
Why
be
not?
stupid, but I can think.
Why not? Build up the cojones. Go on.
Well, I'm definitely not pickpocketing your god.
The Wardeness is dancing, so that would be pretty difficult anyway.
Yeah. Oh yeah, are we still dancing? That's great.
Yeah, I'd assume that it's like
It takes a second.
starting and stopping, like breaking sometimes,
Yeah.
but
No, they've been dancing the entire time, and Lysander's been threatening me from the dance floor.
With looks.
that
Just-
is very accurate, I feel.
Yeah.
Lysander senses my hands dipping into Tripo's pockets, like, don't you fucking do it!
Don't you fucking do it. I will summon my spiritual weapon just to like hold you back like this. Like in a hug.
No!
A
I'm
hug
not
of death.
actually doing that, but like that would be really funny.
Is there anyone I can pickpocket who can't just immediately smite me? Perhaps a
If you
particularly
dryad-
drunk top child.
Ember?
Can I pickpocket the ghost child?
What?
We should move
With
on from
what
this.
and for what?
Can I pickpocket the ghost child?
I don't have an inventory for it. I guess you can, and we'll just see what you get.
Okay. Let me roll for
So
it.
he's actually sitting, like you're sitting at the table, and he's sitting on the table, kind of to your left, but like facing out, if that makes sense, like facing you, but slightly to the left. And he's just like swinging his legs. And I don't remember if I mentioned this before, but every once in a while he has this little piece of like ghost wood and a ghost knife that he is
Yeah,
like
you have.
carving away at this thing. And it has no
Yeah.
shape yet because he's like 8 or whatever I said. He's not very good at it, but he is doing it. But yes, you
Okay.
can pickpocket him, I guess.
I don't want to take that. I'll take whatever else he has in his little pockets. His little ghosty pockets.
Okay, roll sleight of
16.
hand. Okay. you reach in to like a little pouch that he has, and it's kind of weird because when you think of a ghost, you think of something that you can just pass your hand through, but for some reason this is like an actual like corporeal thing. You can actually interact with it and put your hand in, and there are actually things in there. And you pull out a very small, kind of thin piece of wood, and into it is carved in like child's handwriting, so not very well, but it's kind of in the shape of like a Z, just carved into the wood. And that's what you get this time. So I'm gonna assume that this is gonna happen again, probably.
Maybe not today. I want to drink.
Okay, make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, the piece of wood, by the way, is on, like, it has like a hole carved into it, and it's on this like very thin leather, like thread type of thing. Anyways, back to your drinking problem.
11.
You're doing okay, but you're definitely feeling it.
Okay.
You can still like, because this is your first one. You're okay. You're tipsy, but you could still like walk, and you still have most of your mind is kind of aware.
Okay.
Who else is drinking? I forgot. It was
fairy,
you, wasn't it?
The fairy was.
The fairy?
He definitely got a drink or two before he started dancing.
Okay. Treba, what was your con save?
7.
7. Okay, you're a little bit tipsier than Odin, but again, like you said, you've had a long week.
Yeah.
Lysander, make a Constitution save.
Okay. Oh god. One second.
I should have you do it.
I was showing super funny thing. I literally, as this was going on, a TikTok came on my TikTok, and it was just a little cartoon, like, drawn rabbit falling over.
He fell over.
I should make us a little TikTok group chat, because I think we're all on TikTok now.
Yeah, we
For
should.
D&D stuff.
Eventually, I did get one.
Do this. Constitution from Fairy Wine. Okay, well.
I
2
mean, it
plus
is.
1
You
is a
are
3.
Fae, so. What?
2 plus 1 is a 3?
That's what I thought you said, but I'm a little bit scared. A 3.
Maybe this
I'm
is
gonna
why he's
go
so
out on a
ballsy
limb.
tonight.
You've had a lot to drink, probably. And you're also, I don't know, maybe you're not trying to not get drunk because you're kind of happy here. This is your home. You're with your
Yeah.
god. You have your friends. Well, some of them are your friends. Some of them are maybe not. But
Odin.
Teeth is definitely your friend. So you feel kind of at home and you feel at ease. So maybe you let loose a little bit and you're drinking a little bit more. And that's why you feel good. The word it is,
Feels great.
you haven't noticed this yet, but you've kind of, the dancing is kind of slowed down, and she's just kind of slowed down with you, and it's just letting you kind of drunkenly dance.
He's
with
probably
her.
not even like dancing with her even at this specific moment. He's just like floating above her, like doing a little jiggy in the air.
There's a little jig around her, and she's just like, yeah, this happens.
The warden is like swaying on the dance floor with Lysander dancing in her hands.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's so
He's
cute.
just like standing in one place, like with his arms doing a little white man jiggy, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm talking about.
Like the little motion that the Minecraft characters do whenever someone's casting a spell when they raise their arms up and they do a little
yeah,
jig.
like that too, yeah.
It makes me laugh every time. Usually it's followed by me dying, but that's okay.
But yes, that's
Um,
what's going on.
Teeth, are you
Oh.
drinking?
I definitely am.
That's funny.
Definitely.
Okay,
She has
you
to
make
be
me
with
a-
me.
with all of you, not just
That
Lysander.
too. That too.
Make me a
Me
con
the
save
longest,
as
though.
well.
I'm the Marcus's problem.
I dropped it on the floor. It went to the floor.
Oh,
You can use my little
Adios.
thing.
No.
She doesn't want to use my little dice tray.
Ooh. So that's a 22.
okay. I mean, hey, maybe
Teeth comes from a culture where drinking is just something you do once a day, twice a day, 7 times a day.
You just sitting there like, damn, I thought fairy wine was supposed to be stronger than this.
Maybe Lysander's been drinking out of hers.
You're like,
He's
why
been
does it
stealing
keep going
sips
down
every
and I'm
once in a
not
while.
drinking?
I can't get a fucking buzz. It keeps disappearing. I thought this shit was supposed to be endless.
What happened to this magical fairy wine I keep getting told about? It's not very strong.
I imagine it's more like Teeth is definitely buzzed and is definitely feeling it, but does this shit so often. But she's just like, yeah, this is drunk. This is me drunk. It's the exact same as me normal. What's up?
How you doing?
As you all are kind of here in the same area, you guys just got loaded up with a lot of information. So if you would like to talk, some of you are a little bit more drunk than others, but that's okay. If you would like to talk a little bit amongst yourselves, you're welcome to. It's probably like, as you've eaten and drank and danced, the time has gone faster than you feel, but you're a little bit too, most of you are too tipsy to really notice that it's like now like evening. And as the sun has set, these little balls of light have come out and are kind of just floating around, and they keep it lit up so that it still feels like day, but it's not. It's like evening. But if you would like to talk amongst yourselves, now would be a good time.
During
You
this
have-
time, either it's gonna be Teeth or the Wardeness. Lysander is on someone's head, just like passed out.
Asleep.
Yeah, he's snoozing.
1 second, my dog.
You're fine. The Wardeness kind of like takes you back to the table, and like sets you down in this empty wine bottle, like wine decanter type of thing. But it's big, so she just like puts you down in it for you to sleep.
Beautiful.
A napkin blanket.
Napkin, blanket,
And let us leave. No, I'm just
marshmallow,
kidding. I don't think you're that
marshmallow
small.
pillow. That's all he needs.
Aww, some candy.
Don't give him candy. We already know what happens.
You should give him candy.
No.
I think we should give Lysander cocaine.
No! Absolutely not.
I think we should.
I am fully
make
down with
Rebo
this plan.
make
I think
cocaine.
we should do this. This sounds like a great idea.
We make Trebo make cocaine, and then we put it in a little bag, and anytime there's a fight, we just dump it down Lysander's throat and set them wild.
Just because I'm an artificer doesn't mean I know how to make drugs. I didn't take the.
Yes, you do.
subclass. I didn't take that subclass.
Yes, you do.
Y'all don't
Fake
want to see
drugs.
that, actually. I don't think you want to see that as much as you think you want to see
I
that.
don't think
I
you
want to
understood
see that.
I don't think so, actually, because
I love sugar. You know this.
You don't remember what sober Lysander did to that NPC last session?
Yeah,
Lysander's a menace. I don't want to unsober Lysander.
Okay. Listen.
I'm
That
listening.
NPC almost killed me. Lysander.
Yeah,
And then
here's
the-
the thing, though. Lysander did that before that NPC almost killed you.
Lysander
don't know
also
what you
saved
guys
me
are
in that
talking
fight.
about.
Lysander's the one that had the magic drinking drug that saved me. So
I think the word that you're looking for is potion.
I think the word I'm looking for is straight vodka.
That won't bring you
Okay.
back from the brink of death.
That's
Why
not gonna
not
help
gay
you in
vodka?
Why not gay vodka?
I don't.
Yeah, why
I don't
not? Yeah.
trust- If gay vodka can't be in the army, I don't want it.
Am I missing something?
I don't know. I'm losing it.
Because it was straight vodka. Why can't
I
it be
want-
gay vodka?
Oh, I'm a little slow. Okay, I understand.
My point is, give the fairy drugs.
No drugs,
Nothing
only
bad will
wine.
happen.
Sound asleep. Let's just
I
enjoy
think
the
we
movie
should
for now.
continue though. We have, I think, an hour left, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we have some time. We got time. So if you guys want to talk amongst yourselves, maybe not to talk drugs, but maybe to talk about your little the compass things that Trevo got, because we kind of moved on from that.
Yeah, we should probably go back because nobody made like a finalized decision there. Really?
We were supposed to make a decision
Were we?
to do what?
You know,
You
Kenneth
kind of
wasn't
made
that
it.
bad.
You made the decision to not go to the refuge, right? Most of you.
Yeah, my
Yep.
yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah. No, Lysander's
I-
coming with you. He's just drunk right now.
Trevo's decision basically is to go along with the adventure, but not because the Whisperer wants to, but because that's really our only option. And to then
So
there's
because the Whisperer wants us to.
no, because there's a possibility other than the refuge, which is just sitting around under the control of another god. With that other option, there's more options later on down the
Treebo
road.
doesn't like sitting still. He's a rabbit.
Yeah. He'd rather not work for a god, so he's gonna work for himself by working
That
for a god.
and a whole stipulation of that was we couldn't leave if we went there. So
Oh yeah, that too.
Speaking of the refuge, though, can you remind me the bear goddess's name?
Her name is Aquila.
Keela. At some point during the night, Teeth is going to approach Aquila.
Okay. She's
Um,
just eating right now and drinking and just chatting with some dryads. But yeah, you can approach her.
Pardon me. I'm no good with magic. And obviously we are in the Feywild, so normal options aren't available to me. If I were to want to send a letter, would you know a good way to do that? Perhaps.
She kind of looks up to you and then she pushes out the chair next to her so that you can sit by her. And she says, a letter through the Feywild might be difficult, but there are, like, if you're trying to send a physical letter or an item, that'll be difficult, but I can send messages. Magical messages to any person that you wish, as long as you can describe them.
There's a little pause, and she thinks about it. Well, I'm not sure. I really don't want to scare him. I think he would probably find a sudden message nerve-wracking.
not the music. What the fuck, dude?
Look me now.
That really is how he would feel. Huh?
Yeah, that's how he'd feel. He'd be like, what the fuck?
Oh my god. Let me just Google a spell really fast. Hold on.
Yeah, you're all good. When the
Okay,
DM has to
so-
Google something.
No, it's just a spell because she does have this spell, but I just forgot how it works. Okay, I don't have like a character sheet for her. I just know kind of what she can do.
I can skip this song, but it's so funny to just let it play.
I imagine that this conversation is much more stressful than we intended it. Alright, she says that is a valid concern that you might startle the person you're sending it to. But with my magical messaging, I can send a message, a shorter message, and then they can respond. So if I don't know if that helps your decision, but they can respond, and maybe that'll help give them some like closure or clue, or it won't just be just a message appearing in their mind. They'll actually be able to respond to me, so it might be.
There's another little pause.
I don't know if that changes your mind at all, but
no, I don't believe. I don't think it'd be wise to put a message into his head without him knowing what would happen beforehand. I think it would probably send my whole tribe into a bit of shock, so...
If that's your decision, but if you ever... It's quite a common ability, so if you ever needed to in any dire situation, quite a lot of magic people can do that, so... If you don't choose to do it now, if you change your mind, you can always come back.
Teeth nods. Well, thank you. I appreciate you attempting to help me, at least.
You're welcome. Are you heading back to your little group now?
Yes.
Okay.
That was all she needed.
Hey, Tribo, can I take a look at the map? And the compasses and stuff?
How tipsy am I again?
Oh,
I rolled a 7.
Yeah, but that was just your first Constitution saving throw.
Go ahead
do I
and make
make
another one.
another
Yeah,
Have you continued to drink?
No, I've only had a few drinks. I've stopped since.
Okay, then you're eating, so you're kind of sobering up, but you're also like a little tired, and you have a slight headache now.
Oh, I just rolled a 16. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty aware. I don't know what Tribo's response would be within aware now. Sure, but just stay right here.
I'm not gonna like destroy them or something. I just want to look at them. Can I investigate them?
Wait, which are you looking at, the map or the little orb compass thingies?
Let's do one at a time, I guess.
Okay.
So the map first.
What are you trying to gain from the map with this investigation roll, or trying to gain from the roll? I mean.
I just kind of want to know what we're looking for. I guess, I don't know, I want to see if there's anything on here that could help. Maybe, like, which one's the furthest away. Or, like, plot journey, I guess.
Okay, alright, so roll just a little... let's do investigation, sure. As you're kind of, like, just, like, turning the map around, like, looking all over and stuff.
Okay.
For any kind of clue.
10.
Okay, that's not great, but it's not horrible.
I am drunk.
You are drunk, so you're like, yes, this is a map. You still see, like, those little glowing dots on the map for where you're supposed to be going. One is up in the north country, one is in the south, and then there's one, excuse me, one in the ocean. And they're like, why the fuck is it in the ocean? How are we supposed to get there?
And they're all on the material plane?
These ones are, yes.
Is the one in the south in or around Salt Point?
No, it's actually in the other other city, Valen. Where's my mouse? There it is. So just east of that.
Why is this so tense? I'm looking at paper. Odin is
hurts you. No, I'm just kidding.
Odin is profusely sweating while glaring down at this. They pull a little magnifying glass out from their bag and no one knows where they got it from, and they're just like investigating the creases.
The creases?
Yes.
There's nothing in the creases, it is just paper.
They're doing a very thorough investigation of all of the wrong details, and that's why it's so bad. Okay, I'll look at the compasses now.
Okay. You can give me an investigation check, but they're pretty, like, at face value. Like, what you see is what you're gonna get.
Okay.
So, they're just... They're...
I think I'm gonna get a little more, 22.
Okay. I mean, there's not much more to get. They are just these little glass orbs. You've never seen them before, but probably, like, Treebo has, and he knows that these are, like, crafted as, like, a one-time use sort of, like, magical guide. So, when you turn and when you walk, the ball of energy inside the glass orb is going to move like a needle, except like a needle on a compass, except it's not going north, it's just going to whatever it was coordinate locked onto. Or not coordinates, but like magically locked onto.
Can I tell which directions they're pointing in and mark them on the map, or do I not know because we're in the
Right now, yeah, right now they're all pointing in the same direction, which you would assume that they're probably not working as intended currently because you're not on the right plane for them, and that they might be pointing you back to the nearest door to get back to the plane that they want to be on.
Oh, okay. Good to know. I'm trying to decide if I want to steal these or not.
Hello? I'm no longer tipsy. They were given to me.
He's sobered up now. You better be scared.
I'm not scared of a bunny rabbit.
You should be.
Uh-huh. I'm just gonna, like, hold up the
Well, you
floor
weren't
clocks
scared
I've
of a fairy
stolen
before
from
you met me,
Treebo.
then, well.
Hey,
I'm
what
not scared of a bunny rabbit.
Get those back. Wait, what can I do to...
not.
Can I do anything to try to get these back?
You
I'll
wanna
bite you.
try to snatch them?
I will
Yeah.
bite you.
Can I try to snap them?
We're gonna get kicked out, guys.
No, they
We're
are
leaving
all,
anyway.
they are all too drunk to know. Well, you're staying the night, but they are all too drunk. Well, I assume you're staying the night. But they can't notice. They're not noticing. They're dancing and drinking and eating. Probably the only person who would notice is the wardeness, but she's also had a few drinks at this point. So Luke, I mean Treebo, if you're trying to get those back, you could make an acrobatics check, perhaps, to try to snatch them out of Odin's feathered fingers. I don't know. Chicken fingers? Just kidding.
Oh, 21.
Do I also roll
You
something?
can roll. You can also
say
roll
that.
acrobatics. Or what? What did you want? Okay.
Ah, 20. God damn it.
Treebo rolled
I
a
have
21.
a plus 10.
You have a
Plus
plus
10?
10 to acrobatics?
I have a plus 10 in acrobatics. What the fuck?
How do you have a plus 10 in What is your dexterity modifier?
14. No, 18.
Oh, okay.
Your dexterity is 18 already? Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
Treebo succeeded by 1. So
I
let's
bite
say
him. I bite him right now.
Do not make me sober up the fairy. You all calm down right now.
No, I bite him.
Dribo, I'd say that you get back 1 clock.
I bite
You only
him.
succeeded. Okay, roll to hit, I guess. Wait, as your unarmed strike, just for fun, Z's.
14.
Dribo, what's your
That is my armor class. What is? does that
meets
hit
it,
that?
beats it? So yeah, Odin bites you,
Ow.
pecks you.
3 damage. That's near max for unarmed strike, is it not?
Yeah,
No.
I think
Oh.
Wait, what?
it is for me. I don't roll anything for that. I just always do 3.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Lysander does 1. I
I
have
also
Lysander's
do
sheet
1.
open right now.
Wait,
Because you guys are
what?
small.
Wait, what are we talking about? I heard my name.
I
The unarmed
There you go.
strike.
Ugh.
I just
My
have
unarmed
Lysander's
strike
sheet
is
open.
Not
It's just
very
1.
good. Let's just
No.
say that.
Okay, you bite Tribo for 3 damage. Tribo, what would you like to do? You have 1 clock.
Ow, what?
Back.
That was... Oh my word, you stupid bird.
I'm
Why
gonna
are you
shove
like
the
this?
compasses and the maps in my bag and fly away.
Nuh-uh.
The word of this kind of like pokes Lysander a little bit and is like, your friends are crazy.
I'm
No,
not
Lysander,
going
you
far.
kinda,
I'm
like,
just flying up
blinks
and
his
landing on a train and staring down at Trivo very
The little
menacingly.
eyes blink open, and he kind of stretches, and then he snaps his fingers, and the spiritual weapon is summoned to break them up.
No, I've already flown away. I'm sitting in
You
a
have to
tree.
grab
Oh,
Odin.
okay, well then I'm gonna grab you out of the sky. I'm not paying attention. It's
No.
gonna do. The spiritual weapon will pay attention though, because it's just a hot man, if I can say that.
A what?
I don't want a hot man
If
grabbing
you've
me.
ever seen the
Get
Owl
your hot
House,
man
it
away from
forms
me.
like Darius's big goo form when Lysander just summons it to kind of do his bidding.
I don't want a hot man grabbing me. I don't consent.
Well,
it's
maybe
gonna
you
be
shouldn't have
slime,
stolen.
So is that better?
maybe Trivo shouldn't have stolen from me.
I
Should
know, I was perfectly justified with everything I was doing. I was just taking back the
Jesus.
stuff you took from me.
Teeth is pouring herself
Nuh-uh.
another glass.
Teeth is what? Sorry?
Teeth is pouring herself another glass.
The word of this
And I-
hands teeth another bottle. So you can pour
Thank
double.
you. Thank you.
So is it safe to? What, do you want me to roll something for my spiritual weapon? or do you
No,
want me to just grab
no.
them?
You
Can I
just
do some-
grab.
Wait, can I do some
Oh,
fancy
that's
flying to avoid it?
No.
With my
No.
plus 10 acrobatics. Let me do some fancy flying.
Alright, fine.
I have put goop in your wings. You can't. fly.
23.
What the fiddle McFuck sticks?
I have plus 10.
Don't make me poison you.
Don't make me bite you.
You can't.
The goo does grab you, but you kind of pull through it. But it does kind of like condense around your leg and a little bit your wings, and so it's kind of heavy. So you can't get very high.
Ew.
Now you need to take a
While
bath.
this is happening, Lysander is like just waking up, stretching, and Lysander calls over and is like, "Odin, don't make me poison you. Get back down here."
Doing anything? It's not like I can go anywhere. Calm down.
No.
You're all fucking insane.
Well, you.
We are.
Hey,
Uh-huh,
I was
sure.
told you guys were crazy. I match crazy. So if you want to find out, we can find out.
This isn't your business. This has
It's
nothing
okay.
to do with you.
That kind of does because it kind of does because that is our next steps right there that you have taken into a tree.
Okay, and what do you think I'm gonna do with it?
You're a
Why'd you
loose
take it
cannon,
away?
just like me. You
Because
could do all kinds
I
of
want
things.
I want to observe it.
I was letting you observe it.
Yeah, but then you were mean to me.
You stole 4 of my clocks.
Okay, and?
And I
Those
think
are my-
somebody
that's
has
my
a rabbit tail
business.
somewhere.
That's my livelihood. That's how I make my money.
Womp womp. You don't seem to be making very much of it. Last I checked, I bought shit for you.
Okay,
The
that's
one nice thing that
that's-
Odin has ever done.
That's a low blow. She's got me there. Lysander, please help.
Okay, and then Lysander will poison them. He looks at his hands, he's like, well, the only thing I can do to help is what I promised I would do.
Music, hello?
So probably Lysander. Oh no, it's been a few
You know
hours.
that
Okay,
yeah.
I was gonna
Hold
say
on.
you might still have envenomed weapon on, but it's been a few
No,
hours.
it's been
so
a little
gone.
while. I've already cast my spiritual weapon, so I'm gonna just envenom the spiritual weapon real quick. And
Okay,
if we have to do anything, I'll just have the thing follow me. But now, let's just... So, Lysander will stick his hands... Like, he'll kind of flutter up to the goo man, and he'll stick his hands on its shoulders, and green... It looks like venom seeping through veins will, like, mix into the goo, and the sludge man will look at Odin and just smack them down onto the ground. Stop it.
Excuse me.
Cease. Cease your
Excuse
actions,
me.
Lysander says, very, like, not matching the tone of energy of what he just did.
The wordiness looks kind of proud.
Teeth is going to reach up and just grab Lysander and just into the fur collar. Just into the fur collar. We're gonna calm down now.
I'm doing what I was tasked with.
Yeah, that was
Penny, you gonna
too much.
You gonna
Too
let me
much.
be
You
bullied?
you gotta take it down a notch, buddy.
I don't know how to do that.
How much damage do I take from that?
Let me look at my...
I
He'll heal
think-
you afterwards if it's too bad, don't worry. Or someone
Odin
will.
dies
You're
again.
sitting in a party.
I what?
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay.
Let me just do the magic thing that I did earlier to the god that hurt her really bad.
What? Sir.
Okay, it's okay. I didn't roll as bad as that time. I've got a 1, a 2, which makes 3, and then 6. So 9 points of poison damage.
Okay.
Unless, should I make you go ahead and do a constitution save first, though, just in case that doesn't actually... Because now I'm like, I have to do the thing. I'm using you as practice! Oh my god!
Oh, thanks. Okay. Constitution saving. 19.
Oh yeah, that definitely saves, I think. Hold on.
Okay.
I don't know if it says... Wraith, help.
Yes, what's up?
If I did do I do the hit, or do I make them do the constitution save? Because now I'm confused.
They do the constitution save for envenomed weapon, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. And then a 19 definitely passes that.
Yeah.
So you just get
Damage
smacked
from
into
getting
the floor,
smacked?
and then you kind of just like go, oh, that was poison, but it's fine.
Yeah.
And I don't take any damage from literally being smacked out of the air.
No,
Do you want
you don't
to?
feel any damage anyway, because you're a little tipsy.
Oh. So I could just have all of my bones broken and I wouldn't notice.
Yep.
No, none of your
Probably.
bones are broken. It wasn't that hard.
I'm a bird. I'm very fragile. My bones are hollow. A light breeze and my legs break.
Whoa.
Well, apparently not, because you just tanked something that, you know, could really hurt.
That's poison. It's different.
Yeah,
Poison can't
poison
break
and alcohol
bones.
are so much similar. They are just the same.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but
You're my point.
Oh.
But at least you're
poison
covered in
and-
goo now. You're just on the floor covered in goo at the very least, so.
Luke is really played into
You're
the
so
peanut
drunk
bunny
that
thing.
the slap out of the sky feels like a big dog just licking you in the face, but like slapping you out of the sky as well.
I don't actually
Luther, I'm being
remember-
assaulted. That's what's happening.
Teeth pours another glass.
What even
That's
started
so-
this conflict? I don't remember. Why did Odin
Odin
show
is-
the
At this
clocks?
point.
Okay, so I was looking at the map and I was like, I can't decide if I want to steal this or not. And then you were like, don't do it, I'll fight you. And I was like, I'm not scared of you.
Oh,
Look how
right.
many clocks I've stolen.
Right.
Anyway, while we're doing that, can I steal another clock?
No! Let's please move on.
I feel like there's a certain point of awareness where you can't just roll to beat that.
I try.
Rebo just has advantage now on all perception checks because he's so wired for always having to get his stuff back from Odin.
I'm drunk. Can I do stupid shit and try and steal another clock?
You can
I'm
try.
looking straight at you. If you try to steal a clock, I will just notice. You're not hidden. There's nothing you can do.
I rolled a 2. I'm not.
Okay, perfect.
I got a 9.
Thank God. Okay.
That doesn't beat my passive perception, so I would have for sure noticed that.
How do you stop Odin?
I slapped their head. Wait, no.
I'll bite you again.
I girl. No.
She's
you're
like,
not
know
Your
what?
gonna-
decision.
You could just
I
leave
cast
it
shocking
alone.
grasp. No.
No, you know what?
No.
I'll stop Odin. I'm going to grab Odin and just pull Odin under my arm into like half a restraining grip, half a bear hug, and just wait for Odin to pass out.
Ooh.
Not like violently
Wraith.
choking you out, just like big warm bear hug.
Wraith, can I banshee scream?
No!
Oh, guys, we weren't meant to have conflict this
And
session.
clear
Scream.
It's really the best choice. You're in a clearing full of people. Some of them are children.
Teeth is just gonna calmly go, alright, we're gonna calm down now, we're all drunk, we're gonna get
I
a
want-
little bit of rest. It's
Put me
gonna be
down or
great."
I will scream.
Just clamp
Can
Odin's
I-
beak shut.
Wait, Trubo makes a little shape or makeshift muzzle
We
real quick. Tinkers up a
Wait.
little thing that'll just clamp your beak shut temporarily.
No. Can
Yeah,
I
you can.
wait?
You're restrained. You can't do nothing about this.
Can I mimic the warden's voice and be like, put Odin down?
What the fuck?
No.
I
I think because she's right there, it's probably not gonna work. You
I can try.
can try.
I would also like to point out
Make
that
a
this is a bad
persuasion.
plan because Teeth does not listen
What is
to the
mimicry?
warden.
What is the mimicry spell?
That's not.
I don't know how mimicry works. It's persuasion.
Just if you're trying to persuade them using the wardeness voice,
12.
no,
Damn it.
not falling for that.
You
I
actually
hate
do
all of
it,
you.
Lysander just kind of stares at you and takes slight offense that you would do that, and now he is unhappy. And he's staring at you.
Oh,
You're always unhappy with me. Shut up.
Odin, please apologize to Lysander.
What did I do to Lysander?
Exactly, you did stuff to me.
Why am I apologizing to that one?
Of my goddess, who is sitting right there, I will not stand for it. You don't have to apologize, but I'll remember this.
Please.
Oh.
He's never gonna let this go. They're never gonna let this go. Ever.
Okay, and what's it matter anyway? In a few months, we're all either gonna be dead or we're gonna get this curse off and we're never gonna see each other again. Why does it
And
matter
if you
y'all
don't
hate me?
apologize, I have a sneaking suspicion you'll be dead a lot faster than the rest of us.
Okay, womp womp.
I can back up this.
We're all gonna die anyway. We're sacrifices. What's it matter?
We are not sacrifices.
Mm-hmm.
Just pawns.
Wasn't
You don't
Even-
know. You don't know the Whisperer.
Aren't we all sacrifices?
We're
to Mother Earth?
sacrifices.
Once we die, we'll just go back to her anyway.
Okay. Get out of here. I'm being serious. Stop it with the hippie nonsense.
I am.
We're
also being
sacrifices.
completely serious. Hippie,
Odin.
What is that word?
Odin.
What the fuck is that word?
What is that word? He kind of like when he says that, he looks over to the wardeness and he's like, "What is that word?"
She just like shrugs and she's like, I don't know.
What hippie?
Beats me. She is watching
Odin.
this with like entirely amused smirk.
Odin's still just hanging from his arms. Being all freaking pissy.
And T's just gonna kind of put a hand just on Odin's shoulder and just go, Odin, I know you're scared, but antagonizing the rest of us isn't gonna solve that problem. We've got to work together on this one. And I truly do believe that we will have a chance if we work together.
Yeah, everyone always says work together till it's hard.
I've never
There's
said
no-
work together in my life.
I'm hoping, Lysander.
Was I supposed to be?
That was funny.
You guys don't know what we've gotten into. We're in the hands of the Whisperer now, and it's not a good place to be.
I agree with you there.
Shut up.
Oh my
It's
god. Oh my
completely
god, they
fine.
agreed.
It's fine.
We're not fine, Penny. We're sacrifices. When are you gonna get that she doesn't care about you?
Odin, when are you gonna get that you're just stupid?
I'm leaving. Put me down.
Odin.
Put me down, Teeth.
There's a little pause, and Odin just kind of, or Teeth just kind of looks into Odin's eyes for a minute.
Put me down. Now.
I'm gonna put you down. But if you continue to antagonize the rest of this group, I will be grabbing you again, and I will not be letting go. I'm trying to get us to work as a team.
Put me down.
I need your promise, Odin.
Put me down.
Please.
You're acting like a child.
Shut up. Put me down.
Fine. Teeth is gonna let Odin go. And just
Odin's gonna
Fine.
immediately fly and hide in one of the trees.
Okay. I don't. Nobody stops you for now. The wardeness does get up though, and she kind of uses like just a finger to kind of tap Lysander on the head, like a head pat, but it's very gentle because otherwise she's gonna knock you over. And she's like, I'll be right back. And you watch as she just kind of like disappears from view.
He's watching very closely. Respectfully.
Respectfully. Are you just like sitting in a tree, Odin? Is that the
Odin's
idea?
hiding. Odin's hiding.
But you can't hide from a god. Are you sitting in a tree?
Yeah, sure.
Sitting in a tree? Okay.
Sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
She appears next to you, but she's not like the same height that she was. She's actually like your height now because she doesn't want to give away where you're sitting with how tall she is, because someone is definitely going to see her sitting in a tree, okay? But
The
she's
whole
a little
thing
bit
will
more
bend.
size. Literally. And she just sits next to you. And she says, I think that your best bet might be with these people, and that you shouldn't let your fears get in the way of what could be a good relationship for you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't me. I get enough of that from Lysander.
Yeah, right. What do you know anyway?
Talking to a
I know the
literal
Whisperer. I know plenty. Maybe not about you, but I know the Whisperer, and I know that the situation that you've been thrust in is difficult for you. I understand that. But if you have any hope at beating what's coming, you can't be fighting with the only people that might be able to save your life later.
Yeah, like they'd save my life. Look at them. They're all fucking basically gods. I couldn't be any of them a fight. You know, the second that anything bad happens, they're ditching me to be eaten.
Why are you so sure about that?
Because I'm weak. I died last time, and I didn't even get a single hit in.
Sorry. I don't think that you're weak. I think that you have just not found your power yet.
Thanks for the help. That's still weak.
No, I'm not done. Do you know who the little boy is that follows you around?
Just another ghost.
No. He's important, and there is a reason that only you can see him.
Yeah, I know. I'm
maybe-
cursed.
No. I can see curses, generally speaking. You're not cursed.
I'm not?
Not to see dead people. You see dead people for a different reason.
What reason?
I don't know quite the reason, but I do know. Sorry, I was just reading what Odin said. I mean, not Odin, Pendragon. This is not your curse. You are not. There are plenty of people in this party that are cursed. You're not one of them. But you might find your answers on this journey if you stop antagonizing them. Lysander won't stand for this much longer. I hope you realize.
I mean, it's not like she could stand much anyway. Then Oda makes the motion of short.
Oh.
You can't see this.
I know. I'm
I heard
standing
someone
over
scoff.
here.
It was Lysander.
No, it was
Lysander,
it was Donnie.
Lysander feels offended from across the valley.
Yeah, no, I don't know what's going on. He has no idea.
And Lysander can stand on plenty. Lysander, you all have different stories. And I don't think the Whisperer picked you all because your stories would mesh perfectly. That means that you have to work through that. You come from different backgrounds. And you all have... Lysander has a different story than you. And Lysander might not understand where you come from, just like you aren't going to understand where Lysander comes from all the time. But you have to make a choice if this is where you want to invest your time and possibly your survival and possibly learn more about your story. I just heard Tripo sigh through the mic, sorry.
Sorry, I yawned. I'm tired.
I was like really struggling. Okay. So all of a sudden I just see your little thing pop up in green. By the way, Pendragon, the Wardeness is not scared of your curses. She doesn't say anything about yours to you, or hasn't anyway, but she is just like cataloging it, I guess. Anyways, Odin. It's risky, and I understand that, but you do have to make that decision sooner or later. The commitment. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to make it sooner or later?
Does it even matter?
I think it does. But you have to think it does. And they think it does.
Odin's just gonna stare off into the distance now.
Okay. She's
They're
gonna
thinking.
leave. She kind of reappears back where back by Lysander. At her normal size. Or the size that she's been this whole time. And she says, "Are you all done with your festivities? Should I take you to rest?"
You can take me anywhere you'd like, honey.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Lysander says this from Teeth's shoulders, so I imagine Teeth is just like, why? Why?
Why? Is everyone ready to retire for the night? Or would you like more? And she kind of chuckles. She's like, "You're always welcome to bring the food back to your room, but perhaps it's time to relax and wind down for the evening." And he's asleep at the table. Somebody better pick Pendragon up.
I'll go over to Penny and wake them up. Hey Penny, wake up. It's bedtime.
They
Shake them
immediately
vigorously.
punch you.
Ow!
Oh my.
Guys, stop abusing Trivo! Trivo. Who got...
But not a good idea to try and wake Pendragon up. They will punch. Then the words 5 more minutes come out, and they just back asleep.
Hold on, let me roll something.
What are you rolling? Wait, what are you rolling?
Acrobatics, evasion, athletics, acrobatics, anything.
Are you actually?
Oh, yeah, but we don't have to.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not going to deal any damage to you, so you're fine.
Okay. It was a light slap. They just woke up, so not much power behind it.
Yeah, and even if you did get damage,
No, it was
the
full
Wardeness
force, they're just
can hit.
weak.
That's actually, I think that's true. I'm pretty sure Pendragon doesn't have a good strength score.
Oh.
It's their lowest score.
Oh. Me too. But
The Wardeness conjures up this blanket and kind of drapes it over Pendragon and just leaves them there for now. And the rest of you, she's gonna take you to this area kind of on the edge of the village, but still very like serene. Excuse me, and you can hear the music still. The little inn that they've put you in is carved out of a tree trunk again. And it's sort of like the rooms are like little cubbies, but there's one big like communal room, and then like the little bedrooms are all kind of attached to that communal room, but you can all kind of see each other. So everybody gets a bed. Except for the empty one that Pendragon is not in, because Pendragon is still sleeping on the table.
Did Odin get dragged back with them, or is Odin still in the
Odin can
tree?
choose. Odin can choose. I guess I forgot. Does Odin go with, or?
Odin's probably gonna sit in the trees until like most of the party goes to bed, and then they'll
Okay.
fly back to the cabin.
All right.
As normal, Teeth is going to take first watch. Yeah, there's goddesses around, but Teeth has a habit, and she's not gonna fucking break it.
Okay. The Wardeness kind of chuckles,
sleep,
but
so he's just gonna chill.
Okay. So Teeth takes first watch. I'm assuming we don't necessarily have to plan it out. I'm assuming that somebody takes second watch.
Probably Odin when they get back.
Okay. We can do that. Teeth, as you fall asleep, we're gonna do one more dream before we end. You probably don't normally have strange dreams like this. Your dreams are probably more that of like a normal person, because you're not plagued by a patron in your head or a god that you worship and talk to all the time.
Very normal dreams.
I mean, as normal as a dream can get, you know?
Yeah.
Because dreams are pretty weird, but...
I would
But
say she
tonight-
probably doesn't dream it much anyway. Like, it's not often
That's fair,
anyway.
yeah.
And when she does dream, they're very normal, average dreams.
Yes. This one is not. You close your eyes and you open them, and you're still in the same room. You feel like you're awake, but everybody else is asleep. Odin is keeping watch, and Odin doesn't realize that you've like woken up. So you're still like, you assume that you're kind of dreaming, but dreaming in this space that you went to sleep in. As you look around the room, you see this outline, this person, a feminine figure outlined in these purple, pink, and red flames. So it's like a little silhouette of black and then these flames coming off of them. But they're not warm. They just are there in appearance. They are on one end of the room, and you watch as they walk to a shelf at the other end of the room where there is like a pitcher of water that was there for like if you guys got thirsty in the night. They take it and they walk out of the room. Are you going to follow?
Yes. Axe drawn.
Okay. Okay.
There is an axe in her hand now.
The axe like materializes because this is a dream.
Right.
You follow them out and you watch as this figure stands like in the center of like this small little clearing in this grass. And they take the pitcher and they tip it and the water pours out onto the ground. And normally water would like absorb into the ground, but this doesn't. This forms a puddle with a very clear reflection. And they look at you and they point down to the puddle and say, "Look, look and behold." Are you going to look? They don't seem
There's
malicious yet. Like,
There's a little tilt of the head, and then is this some kind of Fey trick?
no trick. Just
There's a little pause, and then Teeth goes and looks.
okay. Sorry, I'm getting sick. As you look down into the puddle, at first it's just like watching a reflection, but then as it progresses, you kind of get more and more sucked in to it and to the emotions of it. You see flashes of scenes of some places that you recognize, like Brightshade, the village you come from, or not come from, but like that you kind of started this whole adventure in, so you would recognize it. Your home, any other places that seem like kind of familiar to you, except they're different. There's a blood red sky with violet lightning streaking across it. More frequent than thunderstorms. Thunderstorms is just occasional. This is just a constant barrage of lightning striking the ground. You can hear screams of people. You can see these ghosts that are walking around freely for some reason. That's not normal, but they are. You can see that the ground has been gouged out by large, like, mobile weapons. It's been burnt. The water in the rivers is black. And the sea, when you see a glimpse of a beach, the sea is just kind of brown. And you hear the voice of the person say, "This is the future that will await you if you all fail." It's kind of like spoken right into your mind. The gods, dead, leaving souls to wander with nowhere to go, no one to keep the rivers or the sea alive, no one to protect them from more deviant, ancient evils that exist in this world. You cannot fail. And then to you, there's like this pause, and they say, "You are the child of the hunt, the child of chaos, far more powerful than you realize, and you all have the power to stop this." And then, oh, I had other words if this was somebody else that had this dream, because I wasn't sure if you were going to make it to the session. And then the image fades, and you are back in the bed, and Odin is keeping watch. You probably wake up a little bit, because that was a little traumatic.
A little bit. Teeth is literally going to stand up and attempt to leave.
What? Teeth, what? It's like 3 a.m. What are you doing?
You're... Oh, God. Your buddy infected me with his fuck-ass visions. I need a minute. And Teeth is just gonna walk out.
Fuck-ass visions. Hey, how do
Odin's
you know
gonna
you didn't get it
smack
from me?
Pendragon and be like, "Bitch."
Pendragon just wakes up. Pendragon wakes up and goes, "What?"
Has Pendragon returned to the... Is Pendragon sleeping in the bed, or is Pendragon still at the table?
Odin dragged Pendragon to bed when they came.
Okay.
Pendragon's just like, "What? Huh?"
How did I get here?
They don't even remember how the hell they end up in the Feywild at this point.
Pendragon
It's
has
been a
amnesia
weird
confirmed.
2 days. They just stare at Odin confused.
Go back to sleep.
They just put their middle finger up and then roll back over.
So real. That's what I want to do in the morning too.
So
We
Teeth is
can... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I just want to say that Teeth is just going to take a walk for, like, a good half an hour.
As you walk out of the room, you walk over where the water was poured that you like looked through.
Uh-huh.
And it's not there, but the ground is damp.
Just
But that's
where
all
the
that
water was
matters.
poured, she
Just where the
checks.
water was poured. Yeah, just where the water was poured. In your
Oh.
dream.
I don't like that, actually.
If anyone wants to go after Teeth, we can do that, or we can call it here and pick up later. One thing that I do want to know, though, for my sake in prepping, it is what you guys would like to do next session. So, like, if you're choosing to go after some of these one of these little relic things, which one are you going after? That sort of thing. Just so that I don't have to prep every possible thing and I can... I don't have time for that.
Which one appears to be closest on the map?
I would agree.
Probably the northern one. So what? The
Okay.
one in Zeval.
I guess we'll go there first, probably then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I can. This sounds
It
like a
doesn't-
plan.
It doesn't make sense to go after the compass ones just yet, because we have no clue how far away they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're not working properly because you're not on the right plane. Okay.
And even when we get there,
Okay. Does anyone want to go after Teeth currently, or do we feel okay stopping here? Or does anyone have anything that they want to do before we stop?
I mean, Lysander will always, see what's going on with his buddy.
Does
Okay.
Lysander wait though?
I mean,
Lysander
Lysander
doesn't
doesn't
sleep.
need to sleep.
yeah. So
He doesn't need to
Okay.
sleep, and he's been busted out of his buzz, so he's just been kind of chilling, like being observant, but like, resting up, if that makes sense.
That makes sense. You did kind of get struck down a couple times by your god, so the radiation leaves radiance leaves a little tingling on your skin.
Uh-huh.
it's radiation. Lysander's glowing green now.
That'll
Everyone
happen
gets
before
radiation
long, I'm sure.
poisoning. Alright, so you do go after Teeth?
You go.
yes, sorry.
Okay.
Why is my fucking shit pink?
I'm sure when you find Teeth, she's pacing.
Okay, and hold on, he's gonna like flutter up, and you'll know it's him because of the sparkles that kind of just appear. And he goes, "Okay,
Green
now
sparkles.
what's going on? I heard you were having vision problems."
Not vision problems. I had a vision, and it is a problem.
So it's vision problems.
No, that means something different.
Not in the way I'm thinking. What is your problem? Maybe I can help you.
Well, do you know of something that could kill a god? Besides another god?
Well, I mean, anything can get strong enough to kill a god, given the right motivation, but depends on if you mean like a weapon or... Because there are weapons forged to kill gods, and then there are the gods of weapons, or the weapons of gods that could kill gods. Does that make sense?
There's like a little pause, and then Teeth just goes, I've been told now, by something that definitely was not a person, that if we die, then eventually the gods will too. There won't be any left.
Well, we do know that there is something after the gods. That's why the Whisperer is missing in action.
And it's our job
as mortals to protect gods? I mean, I know you've got your whole whatever.
There must be something in it for us as well, then.
You mean aside from the fact that the world was going to be ripped asunder by things
That's
beyond the
just-
god's power?
That's just fun. That's just a fun
didn't
time.
look very fun.
That's just
it
a fun
looked
time.
very bad.
What did it look like? You saw it in your vision? That's what your vision was?
Mm-hmm.
Well, go on.
Lots of, you know, the usual things you'd expect. Lots of fire and chaos, and the sky was red,
Oh,
and the water was black,
that's interesting.
and there were ghosts running around as if they were alive, but they definitely were not alive.
Perhaps a necromancer we're dealing with?
I don't think so. Felt more like they didn't have somewhere to go, so they just stuck around.
Maybe we should talk to the wardeness about this.
I mean,
I trust her well enough.
you trust her well enough. She trusts you well enough.
Come on. I'll take you to her.
Teeth will follow, just quietly.
Our headphones have died. Hold on. 1 second now. I think I can hear you, but I need to make sure that the recording can hear you. Okay, there we
Someone say something.
go. Someone say something.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Fantastic. I
Sick.
think it's good.
You mean
Okay, we can continue now.
Okay. Going to find the wardeness.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of left you guys there and then like left to go lay down. But you're not 100% sure where she stayed. So I would assume that you guys probably like maybe ask around a little bit, some of the dryads. And they
Yeah.
point you to a little treehouse, a little room, I guess, in the tree, and the door is closed, and it's like dark inside. But you can knock.
Lysander does knock and goes, "Oh, my lady. She had a bad dream. I think she needs to talk to you about it. It seemed kind of important." And Lysander just kind of pets Teeth's head while saying that.
There is
Teeth
no
is just like,
response.
"No." Hello?
She's probably asleep, Sander.
Well, yes, but I need attention. And so he goes to walk in.
The door isn't locked, and it just swings open. And inside, there is nothing. No. Oh wait, there's like a bed and furniture, but there's no sign that the bed was ever slept in. Like it's perfectly made. There's no sign of like equipment that got left around. It's like no one was in here at all ever.
Well, this is
And
where
she
they
is
said
not
she
there.
was.
Well, she's a goddess, Sander. Maybe she doesn't sleep in a physical place. Maybe she just... I don't know, what do gods do?
Important things. So she's either doing something important, or
She's resting somewhere where you can't bother her.
Well, that would be smart.
So sad.
I think she likes when I bother her. I'm more concerned that the Whisperer is missing. You know?
I wouldn't worry about it
I
yet.
am. Lysander is gonna sit on top of Teeth's head and just kind of immediately start meditating. You can do whatever you want. You can go wherever you want to go. Lysander's just gonna be quiet for a while. He's gonna try and get a hold of her and just be like, "Hey, Teeth had a bad dream. Where you at?"
Did you almost say ho?
I heard that too. Did you?
But I didn't. But I didn't. That's the important thing.
I heard the H. I heard the.
Where you at, huh, Mama? Is that better?
As you reach out, you've always been able to feel something. But this time, as you reach out, it's like you still feel her, but it's distant. Like through a long tunnel. You can still feel her presence, but she did not answer, and she, like, part of her presence has been, like, diminished.
Damn. Well. Damn. Oh no, now I'm gonna have to do what Pendragon did and just not know what to do.
Be depressed?
Yes! I can't get attention.
Everybody is depressed. Depression for you. Depression for you.
When Lysander kind of like opens their eyes, they are kind of more quiet about this, just to Teeth, and they're just like, I don't know. I'm just gonna hope that she's busy. She's more distant than I've ever felt. So I'm just gonna keep an eye on it.
Teeth just kind of nods and doesn't say anything.
Okay. I think, unless somebody has something else that they would like to do, I think maybe we can end there to pick up in a couple weeks.
Yippee!
Does that sound good?
With the new
Yeah.
people.
With the new
This is
people.
gonna be fun.
Yeah.
We'll be doing like a test session with them.
That
Should we
will be
maybe
the test
explain
session.
that? Should we maybe
Okay.
explain that to the recording?
We could.
Or do we want to do that next time?
We could do that next time.
Okay.
Well, they're gonna get, like, introduced narratively, and then
Right,
it'll
right,
make
right.
sense.
Okay. Okay.
Like a surprise. You don't know when. You don't know
I
how.
know.
It'll be great.
I'm excited.
I have to
Cannot
talk
wait.
to them. Oh, one thing.
Should we make a group with them together so that they can talk to each other too?
I have a group with me and them to talk about character creation, but I was, now that we're done with this session, I was gonna invite them to the Discord. Is that okay with you guys?
Yes.
Sounds
Yeah,
good to me.
sure.
I'm
Okay.
gonna end the recording here.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna immediately
Mine
send an
po.
invite Shadow.